Hey folks, this is Docs. So we are still working on the audio balance for this podcast, and this time we did it a little bit wrong, and my audio is very inconsistent in volume. For the most part, too quiet. I've done the best I can to salvage this, but there was only so much I could do with my limited understanding of how to do audio editing. So I apologize for that. I think we did well enough to be heard at least. So hope you can endure it. We're still working on it, and hopefully the next time will be better. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you enjoy. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Ragtag Bag of Bastards. I am apparently surrounded by idiots.
You're just now getting to that fast?
We're just starting out this session already full of the piss.
So full of the piss. All of the piss.
Oof.
Hi, I'm Docs. I'm questioning my life choices right now. These are my players. Hi, Red.
Hi, I'm Red. I play the paladin, Asimar Rhodes. And, did you know how fascinating apocalypse narratives are? I do now, because I have a whole
Scott,
college
what's up?
class on it.
Hi, I'm Scott. I play the half-elf rogue Flynn, and I was just telling Renee earlier about my favorite exercise, hummingbirds.
KQ, what's up?
Hi, I'm KQ. I play Alezi the Barbarian, and I'm shutting up now.
Thank you so much. Renee, hi.
Hi guys, I'm Renee. I play Oona, the Tiefling Bard.
Excellent, and there's no bullshit on this one. Great.
Boo.
It's been a long day, shut up. But seriously, I'm glad, I'm looking forward to playing. All of that was in sarcasm, except for the part about not wanting to hear Scott. So...
Hummingbirds is a good joke, dude. Not even a pun. It's a joke. Good, solid joke.
So last time, the group had adventured into a really poorly constructed well in search of the Rainmaker, someone who was associated with the disappearance of Gregor Stonehurst, supposedly, according to your new, totally not going to screw you over in the end friend named Lionel. After some, let's say, unique negotiating with Lionel, they got the information they needed to find him supposedly in this well, and then they went in, triggered a bunch of traps, fought an ogre skeleton in a cesspool, which was totally a wonderful experience for everyone involved. Rhodes literally put his arm into some shit for no reason.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm sure you wanted everybody to remember that part.
Thanks, yeah.
We found an emerald, though. Totally worth it.
Yes, you did find an emerald.
Talk about diamonds in the rough.
Thank you, Ellis.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Sure. And then they found the actual passage that looks like it might be going somewhere interesting instead of a cesspool. And so we left the game after they had gone down this a ladder from another secret passage that happened to be the last button they pressed. Isn't that just always how it goes? Anyway, so they, I said that you were looking for Gregor. You're actually looking for Gregon. I might regret my naming convention for dwarves at some point. Ha 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 ha. But anyway, yeah, you're looking for Gregon Stonekiln, and you've come down this ladder, and you are now in a T-junction. Behind you is the ladder back up. To your left is a stone door that has bars on it, and you can't see what's beyond it. You have, it's a little, like a prisoner's slot hole to look through with bars over it. And then you see ahead of you and to your right a set of stone doors that have no markings worth talking about that you can see from here. So we're gonna get right back into it. So have at it, guys.
Okay, so as I recall, Flynn is in the lead.
Yep.
Yes.
And is it three directions or is it one direction? It's behind us is the ladder.
And then three other directions. To the
three
left.
Other directions.
Yes.
Okay.
To the left is the barred door, and then to straight and to the right are unmarked stone doors.
So there's doors. There's two different sets of doors. One to the front and one to the right.
There are three doors. to the left,
Yeah.
to the right, and then straight ahead. The one to the right and the one straight ahead appear to be identical.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, because the way we were saying it, it was making it sound like it was one way that way.
Oh,
So is it a T-junction, or is it just a straight hallway with some doors in it?
it's a T-junction. Like there's another hallway that goes to the doors to the left and the right.
So it's a cross section.
Thank you. Cross-section would probably be the right word for it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, because T-junction, I'm thinking of capital T.
Yeah, I thought the same
Okay.
thing.
Apologies.
Okay.
It happens.
So the bar door was the one that had the slidey thing, like for checking out prisoners, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Flynn is gonna point that door out, and he's gonna whisper, "We need to take this quietly. That looks like it might be the right way, but you know how well that went last time, so we need to be quiet and careful down here."
To be fair, last time didn't look like the right way. We just spent about 20 minutes in there fighting a skeleton.
Yeah, well, his point still stands.
Oh, very true.
We need to be careful. And I'm not the quiet type, so I shouldn't handle this part.
I'm wearing plate mail, so...
We
Some
both
sort of
look
mail.
too.
Okay, so what do we want to do here? Because the last time I did something on my own, you all yelled at me, so...
Rhodes is gonna sigh. Flynn, we're not gonna... Here, I can see you from here. Why don't you try stealthing over to the door with the bars? See if anyone's in there.
Alright. Rolling for stealth.
Roll it.
11.
All right.
Oh, but,
you also have
disadvantage.
disadvantage because you are exhausted. Well,
Oh, I
Still
forgot
11.
about that.
yes. All right. So, I mean, 11 is still above what an average person can do. So, you creep over stealthily to this barred door, and again, a little slat that you can open up to look through for the standard check-in on a prisoner thing.
I'm gonna stop about 5 feet from the door.
Okay.
You said there's a little thing in the middle, a little slot.
Yes.
Do I notice if that little slot turns from this side or from the other side?
I mean, from this side. It's a little thing you slide to the side to look in.
Yeah.
It would be weird to give control of that to a prisoner. Which is
Well,
what this seems to
we
be
don't
there.
we don't technically know that it's a prison. That's what we're thinking, but we don't
Sure.
know that for sure.
Fair enough. Yeah, it opens on. It slides to the side from this side.
Okay, so I'm gonna use Mage Hand to slide it open
Okay. You slide
from
it
where
open.
I am.
You have dark vision, I believe.
Yes.
All right. So you look in and you see it looks to be a fairly small room. You need to get close. Like you need to look around inside to actually see through it. But you from there you can only see the other side of the room, which is a brick wall that appears to be identical to the one outside. Keeping a distance from the door and looking inside, you see what looks like it might be a... If you're being nice, it might be a workshop. If you're being realistic, given your situation, this might be a torture chamber.
Ew.
Like you see metallic tools of some sort glinting in the very low light.
Okay. Can I? Okay. Minor illusion has a range of 30 feet. Can I do something small in that room, just like a glimmer that would catch someone's attention if they're looking at it?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Go
Yeah,
for
I'm just gonna do a little minor illusion, like a little ball that's glimmering.
it. Okay.
Just something that would catch someone's attention if there is anyone in there. And I'm gonna listen and see if anything reacts.
Okay. Roll perception for me. Alright, so Flynn, you have rolled an 11 on your perception.
Yes.
So, you do hear what sounds like breathing as the glowing orb appears inside the room. Something started breathing.
Okay.
And it's a kind of a ragged breathing. It's like something like that.
While this is going on, I think Rhodes is going to move up to the edge of the hallway they're in right now, just to be further into it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually just about to motion people up closer, but signaling to be quiet as they do it.
Okay. I'm gonna try and roll a stealth roll to join Flynn then.
Alright, your armor gives you disadvantage on this.
I'm
Setting.
also going to do that, but I'm not wearing armor, so
You don't have disadvantage.
no disadvantage.
That's great. Barbarians are capable of being quite stealthy, actually.
11.
Alright.
14.
Okay. So you both get up there, and once Flynn points it out, you can also hear the breathing inside.
Can I make a perception check to see if there's anything in the rest of the hallway that I can hear coming from the other side behind us?
I mean, behind you is a ladder going upward.
Oh, okay. Then I guess the hallways.
You can
Like if there, it seems like there's anything coming out, like any sounds or anything coming down from those two ways.
go for it.
As she's doing that, I was just gonna say, Leslie's going to quietly draw her weapon and shield just in case. But she's not moving towards the door or anything.
Okay.
Oh, got us a 9.
You don't hear anything else going on.
Okay, I'm going to check if the door is locked.
It does appear to have a pretty simple padlock.
Okay, I'm going to have everyone back up 2 steps, and I'm going to have Mage Hand try to pick that lock.
Alright, that would be dexterity plus your proficiency bonus because you are proficient in Thieves' Tool.
Yeah, Thieves' Tools has its own number.
It is dex plus your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, but it's +4 for the Thieves' Tools, not +2 because of the expertise thing.
Okay, well, if you're an expert in your Thieves' Tools, then yeah, that's the extra +2. Go for it. It's not always going to... so that's +4 plus your dexterity. These tools will not always be dexterity-based. For example, if you're disarming a trap, it might be intelligent.
Yeah, so D20 +3 for dexterity, +4 for Thieves' Tools.
That's right.
Okay, 14. Is that also a...
You have disadvantage because you are exhausted.
Okay, 8.
And that's a natural 1. So,
okay.
The Mage Hand... this is the first time I think you've ever tried to pick a lock with your Mage Hand. Is that correct?
Yes.
So, you're not quite used to it yet. And you bend your pick because you don't quite have the feedback that you're used to. The lock is still... you can still mess with the lock, but this pick needs to be replaced.
Okay.
Is the door actually locked?
Yeah, there's a padlock on it.
Okay, sorry, I was listening.
Leslie will move forward and get into position to try to break the lock.
Okay. If you want to break the lock, then give me a straight-up strength check. Yeah, so with a natural 19 or 23, yeah, you're able to snap the lock pretty easily, actually. It was a little old and kind of rusty, which might actually have made it harder to pick because the mechanisms probably weren't turning the way they were supposed to. But it also makes them easier to break. However, it does make a noise as you break it. It's like a high-pitched ping sound.
Yeah,
So,
I was just about to say that when that happens, I'm going to signal everyone to be quiet, and I'm going to listen to see if there's anyone coming or anyone who noticed that.
So
I'm gonna roll a perception again.
okay, I'm not going to require a perception for this since you all know that there's something to be listening for. So with the ping, you hear kind of a intake of air at the ping that is held for a moment, and then it goes back to that kind of ragged breathing that you heard before.
But nothing from... we don't hear any sounds like from anywhere else in the hallway junction?
For that, I will require a perception.
I will roll it.
And you are all free to do so as well.
I can reroll
That's
mine?
specifically what I was going for.
Yes, everybody roll.
15! Yes.
4.
11.
12.
No one hears anything else in the other hallway.
Cool.
Great. Alesi's going to move to push the door open with her shield up.
Alright. It's a good thing you had your shield up, because I made this thing roll with disadvantage because of that, and it got a natural 1. So, as you push the door open, shield ready, there's a sudden loud impact on the shield as something slams into it with an unfocused rage. It knocks the door wide open and knocks you against it, Alezi. You fend it back, and you see it looks like a stitchwork person.
Oh god.
Yes, it's a whole bunch of pieces of what are clearly different people sewn together and then animated in some horrible mockery of life. That
Would Flynn recognize any of these parts as being from Gregon?
I know that dick anywhere.
Do any of them look like they were from a dwarf?
It's hard to tell because you could count at least 6 different people between all of the different skin tones and the different sizes of the limbs. Like, one arm is clearly from a woman, and the other arm is clearly from an orc man. And by the way, guess which one he tried to hit you with?
His foot.
No, that is incorrect. The surprise attack on it failed. Looking into the room, you definitely see that description of this is either a torture chamber or a workshop. It's both. You can definitely see tools of we could generously call it surgery, but let's be real, this is butchery. A operating table with a whole lot of straps on it, and a drain that is just laced with blood, dried blood that has been there for a long time. And you also see a set of drawers that are currently all closed, but there is also like flasks and beakers and burners on the top of it. So also a laboratory. Wonderful. Anyway, you are also being attacked by a flesh golem. It's time for everyone to roll initiative.
Yay!
Real quick, can I roll a religion knowledge check to see if I know anything about...
This would be Arcana.
Arcana?
Ooh,
Okay.
can I roll then?
Yes.
Well, you could have rolled anyway.
I mean, sometimes it doesn't matter.
I got a 15.
I'd roll since this is a type of undead, and that's like a paladin thing.
This is
but
not a type of undead.
It's not? It's
No.
still a lie?
No. This is a construct.
Oh, a construct, right, you said golem.
Yes.
My bad.
9 for Flynn's Arcana.
Flynn does not know anything.
Oh, I got a 16.
22 on Flynn's initiative.
Okay, let me start actually keeping up with combat.
13
Was
for
that-
give away.
Was initiative supposed to be with disadvantage as well?
No.
I forgot
No.
what we determined that. Okay.
It's an ability check, so it would be with disadvantage.
Yeah.
I don't think that we made him roll disadvantage last time, though.
Well,
No,
I'm
we
going
didn't.
I'm going to make him do it this time because I was wrong last time. All right?
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
Because I remember that Jack of all trades, the Bard feature, before I changed it, also applied to initiative, which means that it would apply in the same group. So that was me messing up last time. All right, so
Still an 18.
yeah,
Still an
so
18.
everyone give me their initiatives. Flynn is
18.
at 18.
Rhodes is a 13.
Alezi is 17.
Una got an 8.
So the order will be Flynn, Alezi, Rhodes, the Golem, and then Oona.
Hey,
What?
can I ask a question real quick?
What's up?
I didn't say last week that I picked up the javelin after I threw it at the...
We don't have to keep up with that kind of thing.
Cool.
Yeah,
Good.
unless there is some reason that picking up that javelin would have been a problem, I will just assume that you picked it up.
I think we said that exact same thing last session too.
Sweet.
Like that kind of bookkeeping is not fun. So
Yeah.
you just get it back. Now, what were everyone's Arcana checks?
I rolled a 15.
Flynn rolled a 9.
Una got a 16.
I didn't even make one, should I?
You can. You don't have to.
No, I will. Might as well. I got a 0, so that'll be fun.
Thought you were gonna natural 20.
No,
Nah.
that's not a natural 20 at all.
Uh.
No, that's a 6. So Flynn and Rhodes, you don't know anything about these. So I need you to go ahead and deafen. Cool. So Oona and Alezi, you both know about these either by reading about them. Alezi, maybe you encountered one of these as a guard or something, or had stories about them. But this is a flesh golem, which is, as I said before, basically a whole bunch of parts stitched together and then animated by arcane means, but not necromantic means. So that means there are a lot of vulnerabilities that undead usually have that this does not. You would know that it is very difficult to damage with non-magical weapons. It is actually supposed to be immune to them, but I'm not actually going to do that to you. And it is effectively mindless and therefore not affected by anything that's going to attack its mind. You also know that it is particularly damaged by fire, but empowered by lightning. The forces that animate it are electrical in nature, and it is also resistant to spells. And do you have any questions before we get going?
Basically Frankenstein.
Yeah, basically. All right. So Flynn, it's your turn.
Okay, judging from the way that this whole conflict started, I'm seeing Alezi and this monster basically in the doorway, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it at all possible to get past them, or is it a small doorway that can only fit?
I'll say you need to make an acrobatics check, but it is possible to get through.
Okay. I'm actually not going to do that acrobatics check. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take from my bag of tricks and throw one behind the creature.
Okay, you can't really get behind it because the door frame's in the way, but you can get it into the room.
Yeah, that's basically what I meant.
Alright, roll your thing.
Hey, talking's a free action that we can take whenever, right?
Yes.
Okay. Guys, I've read about this before. It's a flesh golem. It's resistant to spells and hit by lightning, but it's weak to fire, and I'm probably not going to be able to do shit. So
That's a 5. That's a giant goat.
Congratulations, you have a goat.
A giant goat.
that lasts
Yeah.
for a minute.
Yes.
Alright, so Flynn rolls his ball of fluff from the bag into the room, and out pops a goat, looking very unamused.
And I can't do anything with it this turn, but I still have my bonus action and movement and all that. So I'm just going to step back about 3 more feet, and then that'll be my turn.
So giving... So,
He just like rolls out a goat and drops the mic, like boom, goat.
I just like that he's basically like just running past everybody else who's standing behind Alezi, going like, "All right, I'll be back here, guys."
yeah, pretty much. Alright, so that was Flynn. Next is Alezi.
Alright,
So you just got hit hard in the shield, and suddenly there's a goat.
suddenly there is a goat. Mine's not really on the goat, more on this probably foul-smelling beast, but
It smells of formaldehyde and other preservatives.
so not the nicest.
It's not rotten, but it's still not a pleasant smell.
No, but she's going to try to kind of push her shield forward so that she can take a swing at it.
Okay.
Oh, and bonus action, I need to go into rage for my
Alright.
bonus.
That's fair.
So,
Go for it.
battle plus 6.
That's a
26,
natural
nat
20.
Yay!
You're starting this off right.
Yeah. So, I always forget, do you want me to double dice roll, or
Roll 2 dice.
roll 2 dice? Okay. Does the first one only get the rage bonus?
The flat damage bonus does not get doubled.
Okay.
It's like whatever you only double the XDY. You don't double the plus whatever.
That's a 13.
That is 13 damage on your first strike. So, you push it forward and use your shield to kind of keep its dominant arm kind of locked down against its body, and with your axe arm, you reach around your shield and hit it straight in the side. You've also pushed it back so that there's enough room between you and the door that the others can get inside with no issue. And now, it's time for Rhodes to go.
Cool. I'd like to get into a position where I can cast Firebolt.
Okay. You can rush past Alezi, and she's got the golem occupied enough that the creature's not going to be able to attack you as you go by, so you can just get through.
Watch out for the goat.
Yep, I got that. There's no way to do it that wouldn't put me, still keep Alezi between me and the creature.
You can, keep you and Alezi sort of between you and the creature, but in order to actually have a clear shot there, you have to kind of get, diagonal from it.
That's fine. I'll get as close as I can while still trying to keep myself covered.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast it.
Note that you don't want to be in melee with it, because a ranged attack to melee has disadvantage.
Yep, definitely don't want that.
Mhm.
Just whatever, you can min-max me for all these
You'll
fun
be
variables.
10 feet away from it. How about that?
Works for me.
Okay.
As long as I can get a shot in. How do we do this?
Sure.
Range spell attack.
It's a spell. It's just your spell attack. You should have that on your shield. If you don't, you do have it. It's 5.
Yep, that's not a plus. Hell yeah.
Easy hit.
Alright, and then that's 1d10 damage.
Mhm.
Do I have damage bonus?
No. Cantrips generally are just die.
Upsetting, but
So, your bolt hits it in the arm. That it's trying to shield itself with its off arm from the firebolt, but it still gets in a good hit. And you can see that the preservatives that are keeping it in one piece seem to be partially flammable. So you see that on the arm there's a spot where the fire lingers a little bit, and it's trying to put it out.
Cool. I probably can't do anything else this turn, right?
You still have a bonus action, but that's all.
I don't... Combat's my weakest point when it comes to this game. I don't even know what to do with a bonus action. Twiddle my thumbs? Write a poem?
Right now you don't... if you're not in melee, I don't think you have much you can do with a bonus action. Paladins have very strong smite spells that are bonus actions, so if you're in
Not this one yet.
You have them available at least, but... Alright, you should have them available. I'm not sure...
What kind of spells we talking?
You should have Thunderous Smite or something like that. We'll deal with that after the session. Anyway, if you don't have anything that looks like a useful bonus action. So, that's your turn. And now It is the Golem's turn. And the Golem seems to be split between trying to put out the flame and trying to attack Alezi. So, it's going to take another... This one is going to take a pair of swings at Alezi. Here's the first one. Does a 16 hit you?
No.
Alright, so you parry it with the shield. And then the second one is even lower. So it's... The thing is undisciplined in its attacks. So it's just bam, bam, straight against your shield. And it doesn't seem to understand why this isn't working. But it seems quite happy to stay where it is. And now it's Oona's turn.
I've been trying to figure out what to do since you told me it's resistant to magic.
Do you not have any fire magic?
No.
Fire will still work.
No, I don't have any fire magic, so I've been trying to look at.
What is your offhand weapon?
I have a short bow, a rapier, and a dagger.
Use your bow.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm
There's
just
two
gonna
people
go
in
ahead.
the way, though.
Yeah. Then I guess I'm gonna have to not miss. I'm gonna try it.
Alright, so you're going to get properly into the room to do this?
Oh crap! You're right. I'm gonna have to probably get.
You don't have.
I'm still back in the hallway.
Yeah, you're in the hallway, and from the door, all you can really see is Alezi and then the thing's arm.
You can get in though.
You can get in. You can get into the room. Alezi has its attention, so you won't have any risk of taking a retaliation hit when you get through it.
Yeah, then I'll go ahead and get into the room.
Okay. So you get into the room. I presume you're going to stand behind Rhodes because you're less sturdy than Rhodes.
This is true. Can I also make a perception check when I come into the room or not?
You can do that. I'll say that's your bonus action.
Okay, I'll do my attack first, and then I'd like to do perception.
Fair enough.
Okay. And it's still just a d20, right?
Yep. D20 plus your proficiency plus your dex. And you've got it written on your sheet. It's a +3.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. 21?
Easy hit.
Cool. And then it's 1d6 plus 1.
Yep.
7?
Alright. So, you get it straight in the head. It doesn't seem to care. Now you're doing your perception?
Yeah, I got a 12 on perception. I just want to know, what else is in this room? How big is this room?
You rolled a 12 on the d20. Your total perception is a 15.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry about that.
Yeah, got you. So, again, a bunch of flasks on that one desk that I was talking about before. Some of those flasks look to be acidic in nature. Some of them are some kind of preservative. And you also see that there are, chemical burners on the desk that you could light pretty easily with, a prestidigitation spell or something like that, or any source of fire. You also note that there is a light of some sort. It doesn't look like it's just a standard glow lamp, though. There's something else going on with this lamp. It's like the glass has kind of a purplish tint to it, and it's this light fixture that's put up in the middle of the room. You don't see an obvious way of triggering this. It's some kind of mana-powered light, but you don't see a switch for it.
Is the weird part about it just that it's really pretty?
The light isn't on right now. The fixture itself, the glass seems to have a purplish tint.
Ooh,
The only source of light here would be whatever Alezi brought in to be able to see.
Yeah, her battle axe is still lit up.
Yeah.
Glowing. Because I don't know what kind of check it would be to see if I could figure out if that was like all the other mana tech things where you just have to cast magic on it and it lights up.
That would require closer examination that I'm going to say you don't have time for on your turn because you've already used your action and bonus.
Fair enough.
Next turn, maybe you'll see. Maybe there's something, but there's also definitely stuff perhaps worth investigating on this table of chemicals. But
Okay.
That's the end of your turn. We now go to round 2, and Flynn is up, and so is his goat.
Okay, so everyone but Flynn is in the room now,
Yes,
correct?
including
Okay.
the goat.
Yes.
What about the ghost?
So, what I would like to do, because we are making a god-awful amount of noise right now,
Oh yeah.
I would like to rush into the room with everyone, and with my own action, I would like to close the door behind me, not all the way, so that we don't get stuck in here, but enough of a crack that if someone was looking down the hallway, they would think it was closed.
Okay, I'm going to say you can do that with just a bonus.
I want to do that with my action, so I could have the goat go, because that's a bonus action.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you can. I'm going to say that generally you'll be able to take a bonus action as an action if you want, if that's what it comes down to. So
Okay,
you're going to have the goat do its thing and then close the door.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. So, Flynn rushes in. You're going to be standing up right behind Alezi unless you move after you close the door.
I'm gonna stick right by the door.
Okay,
He's gonna push me back, and then you're gonna get squished.
it's conceivable, but for now, what is this goat up to?
What do I roll to make it attack the monster?
It follows your orders. Let me get the stats to you so you can take care of this, because I have enough going on. I hate that 5th edition puts all of the pressure of handling summons on the DM. So
Yeah, that sucks.
yeah, I'm not pleased by that, but that's an easy thing to fix. There's your goat. Tell me what you want him to do.
Just a melee attack with the goat.
All right. So
Okay, it's +5 to hit.
you don't have room to charge with it, so
So how does that affect the? Oh, it's just a. Just normal attack.
it's just a normal attack. It has an ability that gives it extra stuff when it has room to charge.
Okay, so just the normal damage that sits at the bottom there.
Yep.
Okay.
Just ramming.
Okay. Goat attack. 11.
That still hits.
Okay.
Guess who's a bag of hit points?
Probably the guy made of meat.
Yes.
Do I get a prize for guessing right?
No.
Alright.
9 damage from the goat.
All right. So the goat rams into the golem. You can tell that the goat is used to having more room to work up some momentum before it charges in, but it does its best with the headbutt. And as before, it doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot. Like, you can see where there are small injuries coming up on this thing, but by and large, the physical attacks aren't really doing much to it. Now it is Alezi's turn.
Alright. He's gonna take another attack, trying to hack this thing's arm off.
Okay. I presume you mean the arm that's actually dangerous.
Yes.
So if you're doing a called shot like that, I'm going to say you do so at disadvantage, but if you hit, you will do something extra to it.
Alright, that's an 18.
That hits.
11 damage.
Okay. So, again, this doesn't seem to be having as much impact as you expect. Like, you've swung your axe a lot, so you know how it's supposed to damage things. And this thing does not seem to be taking the damage it should be. But you spot a seam that's kind of at the elbow, and you strike there, and you cut some of the sutures off, and you suspect another strike like that, maybe 2 more strikes like that, and the arm won't be there anymore. So
Alright.
it needs a little more work, but you're well on your way to actually removing this thing's arm.
I don't think she can do anything with her bonus.
Unless you want to frenzy.
Yeah, not without going into frenzy, and he's not at that point yet.
Okay, so then that'll be the end of your turn.
Yes.
Rhodes, you're up.
Can I firebolt again?
I don't see why not.
Cool. Hell yeah.
That's an easy hit at 19.
Rhodes just sees that fire. Well, he heard that fire would work pretty well against this thing, and firebolt's pretty much all he's got on his fingertips right now. So.
And it seemed to work well the last time, so go for it. That's a big 10 damage.
Oh yeah, big 10 damage from Big Boy.
Alright, so that definitely is having a significant effect. This one, you get it straight in the chest, and you can see where the skin burns away, revealing the preserved muscles beneath it. And the golem is once again using its smaller arm to try and pat the flames out, which is making its attacks a lot more flaily and uncoordinated. And now, do you have a bonus action?
Yeah, but I don't know what to do with it.
Then the answer is no.
Okay.
Cool. Alright, so that's Rhodes' turn. Now the golem is going to take 2 strikes. The first one is going to be against Alezi. The next one is going to be against the goat.
I can keep track of the goat's HP.
Please
I've got
do.
the numbers here.
Alright, Alezi, a 12 will not hit.
Nope.
And then
A 12. Oh,
an 8 will not hit. A natural
8 will not
1
hit.
will not hit. So, again, the golem does not seem to be able to get anything to happen as it flails its arm around. The strike it tries to get against the goat, Alezi, you note that one of the seams that you've already damaged actually finishes coming undone. That arm is barely still on. And you also feel the hairs on your neck start to stand up as there's some sort of electric tingle coming from the golem, and dull light in its eyes begins to glow. Oona, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna attack with my crossbow again. Or short bow. I don't know why I keep saying crossbow.
Oona, roll your attack.
6 plus 1. 5.
Alright, and again, another arrow, another I don't really give a shit reaction from the golem. Do you have a bonus action to take?
Actually, no. But I'm gonna go ahead and use my free action. Guys, if there's burners over here, if somebody wants to shove them into it, I will set it on fire.
Cool. Flynn, we're on round 3 and it is your turn.
okay. Flynn doesn't have any fire magic at the moment, so he's just going to take 1 attack by himself and then 1 attack from the goat.
Okay.
Alright, before he attacks, Alezi is going to point out that one of the arms is almost gone.
If you want to strike at the arm that Alezi has been working on, you need to roll with disadvantage.
I'm just going to roll straight.
Okay.
Is he not already rolling at disadvantage because of exhaustion?
He only has
That's
level.
not for attacks.
He only
Oh,
has
cool.
level 1 exhaustion. He doesn't have a disadvantage on attacks until level 2.
Good to know.
That hits. 20.
Yeah. Okay, so 12 from Flynn's attack.
Okay, so you slip your dagger between its ribs, dig into what should be a vital part, but oh, right, it's already dead. So, again, it doesn't seem to be taking much damage from this. Now it's the goat's turn. And that hits. That's a
Another 20. And 6.
Okay. This golem is just taking a beating from all sides and does not give a damn about it.
Me and my mental health.
Alright, that's Flynn's turn. Now it's time for Alezi.
Okay, how sturdy does this thing look on its feet? Can she conceivably push it over to those burners?
It would be hard, but you could probably make that happen, yes.
Okay.
You give it about based on how hard it's hitting your shield, you'd say you have like a 50-50 chance, maybe?
Alright, she's going to take the chance.
Alright.
So is that a raw strength? Or
Yeah, we're going, that's, athletics.
athletics? That is better. 21.
23.
Aww.
So, you attempt to hook it with your axe and try to get it to guide it out of, it's kind of sidled up to the wall to try and hit you. So you have to hook it with your axe and try and get an angle where you can actually push it, but it holds firm and you can't really get an attack angle to get any control over. You still have your bonus action. Hold on, you're raging, so you would have advantage on that strength check.
I would.
So let's see, but that's lower.
Nothing.
Yeah,
Nope.
so everything I said still stands. Good.
Yep.
Don't have to re-explain everything. So, do you have a bonus?
No.
Alright, in that case, it is now Rhodes' turn.
Cool. Hey, guess what I'm gonna do?
I wonder.
It's Firebolt.
Oh no!
For anybody playing it along at home.
That still hits.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah, that was a 9, and it still hits.
And 9 damage, too.
Indeed. So, the fire is starting to wear it down. It is starting to, a lot of the seams are starting to pop. You see, you wouldn't call it blood, but it's a black ichor might have been preserving fluid at some point is starting to leak out of the seams. This thing is actually taking a beating at this point.
I'd like to imagine, too, that because I'm just casting the same spell over and over, I'm, like, holding my arm out Mega Man style and blasting bolts into this thing.
I am totally in favor of this. Alright. No bonus action?
I don't know.
If we'll talk about that later. You should have some useful bonus actions in your spell list, but we'll talk about that later.
I'll look through it right now.
Alright. Yeah, look for any of the spells that say smite on them, because those are bonus actions and add damage to your melee attacks.
That's the thing, though.
I'm not talking about the Divine Smite class feature. These are actual paladin spells.
That's weird, because I don't... Okay.
Anyway, that's that. The golem is starting to have a hard time keeping itself together, but that electric tingle that you were feeling before gets more and more prominent until suddenly, with kind of a pained whine out of its throat, it holds up the smaller arm and splays its fingers out, and then suddenly bolts of electricity arc all around the room, shocking everything around it. I need everyone, including the goat, to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, great. The goat has 0 dex.
Yep.
So since the saving throw, we dex modifier?
Dex
you
mod-
have a dex saving throw. It's right next to the mod.
And if you don't have anything listed, it's just your dexterity modifier.
Okay.
Unless you rolled a 21.
And that's not at disadvantage because it's safe, right?
That's correct.
Your boy Rhodes rolled a 3.
That's my boy.
Got a 13.
21 from Flynn, and let's see for the goat. 15 from the goat.
Jesus.
Okay, so Flynn, Alezi, and the goat made their saves. Oona and Rhodes did not. So, Oona and Rhodes, you take 17 electric damage. And then, not pleasant. And then everyone else takes 8 electric damage as electricity arcs through the room. One of the beakers actually explodes from the charge and sends acid sprawling over the desk, causing starting to eat into the wood with a very subtle sizzling sound. Although that might be burning flesh and hair from the electricity, it's not clear.
Oh no, Rhodes is covered in poop. And on... Oh.
Yeah, Rhodes is in a state right now, but it's Oona's turn.
Is Rhodes' hair all puffy right now from the electric shock?
That'd be weird too, because I think he slicks it back, kind of.
Is throwing something a bonus action or an action?
It would be an action, unless we're unless it specifically says that using this item is a bonus action.
No, it doesn't say that. Okay, I want to move into a position that will allow me to use Eldritch Blast to try and blast this thing away from Alezi.
Okay. Eldritch Blast does not have a push involved with it.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I mean, it's still probably a hell of a lot better than what your bow is doing, just saying.
Okay, Alezi, how's your health?
Oh, Alezi is fine.
Okay.
This is the first time she's been damaged at all, so...
Okay, because I have an Alchemist Fire and I want to throw it at this thing.
Alright, well...
Because now I'm mad. Hold on, I gotta open the thing back. I wasn't intending to use this for this, but I'm going to. Because I'm really annoyed now.
Yeah.
Does Alezi need to make a save for this?
Well, that's what I was looking earlier, because when you throw it, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like splash damage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there's a need for that. I'm looking this up as well.
Yes, the sticky adhesive fluid ignites when exposed to air. As an action, you can throw this flask up to 20 feet, shattering it on impact. Make a ranged attack against a creature or object, treating the Alchemist Fire as an improvised weapon. On a hit, the target takes 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. A creature can end this damage by using an action to make a DC 10 dexterity check to extinguish the flames.
I didn't hear anything about splash damage.
Okay, then I can just throw it, and if I hit it, it catches fire?
Yep.
Okay.
Because it is an improvised weapon, you do not add your proficiency to this, so it's just your dexterity.
So just the one?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
That's a natural one.
Does this break in her hand?
I think it
No,
does.
no, it doesn't break in her hand, but it doesn't hit the intended target.
Oh no!
There it is.
Tell me I hit the goat.
That'd be good.
I want to hit the fucking goat. If I have to miss, I better hit that fucking goat. Because then I want the flaming goat to ram that stupid golem.
All right. Well, unfortunately,
Holy shit.
You just ruined my beautiful cloak.
yeah. So I rolled a d5 to determine randomly whether it hit Alezi the goat or the 3 empty squares around the golem. Guess where it goes?
On the goat, right?
Nope. It goes on Alezi.
Jesus.
I'm on fire!
Alezi, make a dexterity save.
So you want a bear hug it, Alezi?
There's
Nope.
that video of the dude doing the hydraulic press, accidentally sending something on fire. I imagine
That's
it's
a
like
nat
that.
20.
All right. So
Holy.
Not that it would have mattered, but Flynn should have technically been in there too, because he's been right up on the thing.
oh, you're right. So you would have been like
Well,
3.
Yeah.
We could have said he was on the other side of Alezi, so
There's a lot of ways we could have made that work, but it went for Alezi. But Alezi, you see it coming and are able to duck out of the way and avoid. Like if it had been less than a natural 20, I would have said you just took a little bit of fire damage and weren't ignited. But it's a natural 20, so I'm going to say you avoid all damage completely as the glass shatters on the wall beside you and lights it on fire briefly. Unfortunately, it has no fuel to maintain the flames, so it runs out very quickly.
It just
She
says
does-
that this.
she does yell, "Son of a bitch!"
It does say that the fire has to be put out, so I think it's one of those things that it burns no matter what until it gets put out by something. Not
Okay,
that it doesn't have fuel.
That's a fair point. I'm going to say it will eventually. It will go out pretty quickly because this is a moist wall, like you're under a well. So there's a lot of passive moisture, but the wall is still on fire for this turn. How about that?
I will accept that.
Okay. So, brilliant. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. Flynn, this is round 4, and it is your turn.
Okay, so Flynn is realizing now that this is not working. He's mostly been trying to keep it busy while everyone else figures that out, but it's not working anymore, so he needs a different plan. So, I have a question and a backup plan if you say no to this. The goat is stronger than I am. Can the goat make a athletics check to push the thing towards the fire?
Nice.
How do you communicate with the goat? Because if it's just verbal commands, I don't think it understands it well enough. Let's take it just a second to look this up.
It says it follows my commands.
We'll say that there's a psychic connection then, so sure, I'll let you do that.
Okay.
That's a
22 from the goat. 22 from the goat. Pushing.
Yeah, the goat beats him with it because he rolls at 18. So, yeah, the goat manages to get it like 10 feet closer to the burner table by just like ramming its head in and kind of shoving it and knocking it off balance, causing it to stumble backwards. I'm going to say...
Towards the burner table or towards the fire?
Well, okay, you specify that. There's a fire on the wall next to Alezi or the burner table, which has...
He said the fire.
You said the fire?
Yeah, but I kind of meant burner table because that's what they were trying before.
Oh.
Oh, because there's no fire on the burner table, but there's a fire on the wall behind you.
Yeah.
The fire does look to be rapidly going out. But it's
my
close, so.
my intention was burner table.
Okay.
So
You're gonna shove it towards the burner table. You shove it another 10 feet, another 10 feet more, and it'll be on top of it.
okay, was that still a bonus action because it was the goat's attack?
Since it was the goats, I'll say that was a bonus, sure.
Okay, so I do have one other thing that can push it 10 feet, but I'm not sure it'll work because you said it's like resistant to magic. So
Resistant, not immune.
So yeah, I'm going to get up to it, make it like, so the table is on the other side of...
Like, it's between
So, yeah.
you and the table.
Yeah, and then I'm going to use Thunderwave.
Okay. Give me just a second, because I think your goat will get hit by that.
That's
yeah,
fine.
It's a 15-foot cube centered on you, so the goat
Yeah,
and Alezi would get hit by that.
The goat's running out soon anyway, so...
Okay. Are you willing to hit Alezi with that?
Yeah, Leslie hasn't taken much damage yet.
Okay, cool. Alright then.
Are we fighting this golem or are we fighting Alezi?
She's gonna be so mad at you guys.
Alright, so
We're just keeping that rage up.
I need a Constitution saving throw from Alezi and the goat, and I'm going to roll 1 for the golem.
Constitution. +1 for the goat.
No!
The goat fails too.
But I got a nat 1.
Yeah, and the golem succeeds.
Oh no!
Ugh.
Okay, so it's 2d8 damage, and the golem takes half.
Alright, roll him. What type of damage is this?
Thunder damage.
Okay.
2d8.
Oh dear. And Alezi is going to be pushed back into the fire on the wall.
Oh no.
I hate you guys.
I tried to make an argument.
9 damage.
Alright.
Fucking bear hug that stupid golem. Forgot.
I'm sorry, Alezi. The dice want your allies to kill you. It's not. It'd be one thing if it were the monster, but no. You've taken all of your damage from friendly fire. It's wonderful. Okay.
Hey, guess what? Guess what? The goat's alive. The goat's still alive.
Alright.
Yay for the fucking goat.
Yes, I'm sure everyone is very pleased that the goat is okay. Alright, so Flynn, you hit the floor as to complete the Thunderwave spell, and again, you're not being subtle about this. A sonic boom radiates out from you, knocking the goat into the operating table, Alezi into the wall, which is on fire, and the golem just kind of grunts and stand its ground. Alezi, in addition to that thunder damage, you are going to take 1 fire damage, but you are also ignited.
Does she get to make a save to try and put it out immediately, or does she have to wait till her turn?
It's an action she takes during her turn.
Okay.
But it's her turn now, so.
Yes, it is your turn now. If you want to douse yourself, you must take an action to do so.
Sorry.
Or bear hug.
I always forget to think about this damage as, like, real stuff. Like, if I took 1 point of damage, I'd be complaining about it for the whole day. I'd be like, yeah, I burnt myself
Understand that for a commoner, 1 point of damage is an injury that might result in hospitalization.
So, like, whoa. What?
Like that would be a really bad burn on a commoner. You guys just have a lot.
Yeah,
because
commoners have like almost no hit points.
Like I would say your average commoner has like 4 or 5 HP.
I know, but I'm trying to translate into like me, a human being here in the real world, in the prime material.
Like 2nd degree burns at least.
Yeah.
Hitting
So
your
I'd
head on the
complaining
pavement.
about it all day.
Anyway, what are you up to, Alezi, who's having the worst possible day?
I'm trying to put out this damn fire.
Okay.
You said it's a dex save?
Yes. Let me bring that up again. That should do it. Let me double check this to make sure.
So, Alezi is screaming as she's trying to put out the fire on her back.
Fire
Yeah.
bad.
It's not a saving throw, it's just a check, but the DC is 10, so I believe you still make that.
Okay, yeah, that would have been a +1, so.
Wait, +1? That doesn't sound right. Anyway, you still make it. Yeah, your dexterity save is still 2.
She has an item that
I see.
increases her saves.
I'm misreading this sheet, sorry. Anyway, It still works. So you pat the fire on your back out by basically you find a section of wall that's not on fire and like smother it by slamming against the wall.
Okay.
You want to take a bonus action?
She's going to chug one of her health potions.
Okay.
And that's a D4, right?
It's 2d4 plus 2.
That's 7.
Alright, you heal 7 hit points as those recently distributed burns heal up, and also the damage from Flynn's spell. The electricity damage is still lingering, though. And now it is Rhodes' turn.
How's this creature looking?
He's badly battered, but he's not going down yet. At the rate you're going, you expect like another 3 firebolts, something like that. He's hurt, but he's still able to fight. And
does he seem interested in me? I know. Funny way to put it. I'm trying to debate whether healing
Does
or...
the flesh golem think Rhodes is attractive?
So
Yes,
moving all of that aside, because fuck you. The golem seems focused on whatever's closest to it. So right now it seems focused on Flynn and the goat.
Cool. Then I'm just gonna do another fire bolt.
Roll.
Fire bolt.
You're shooting lemons, and I'm fine with that.
What does that mean?
Mega Man shoots lemons.
Oh. I've never actually played Mega Man.
You need to fix that. But that's a 17, which hits. Alright. So another 8 fire damage. And again, the fire catches on the preservatives. And now that some of the preservatives are actually external, you see it spreading across the flame, the flesh. And now, in addition to the smell of preservatives, you have the smell of burning flesh to deal with. It's such a wonderful day. Just the best stuff going on. Alezi, I'm sorry, Golem, it's your turn. Wait, that's not good. So, like I said, the Golem is focused on whatever's closest to it. So it's going to take one strike at Flynn and then one strike at the goat.
Okay.
And it is still flailing about because it is on fire and therefore not super focused on its attacks. That is a 16 to hit Flynn.
Yes, that hits.
And a 10 to hit the goat.
That does not hit.
Alright, so the goat is able to kind of sway out of the way, but Flynn is still refocusing himself after casting his spell and is unable to correctly defend himself. So the golem is finally going to get a hit in.
Good.
You gotta hit him with that lightning.
Well, a physical hit in. Flynn, you take 16 bludgeoning damage as that arm just slams straight into you.
Ah, that feels so nice.
I'm unconscious.
Alright, so the arm slams into Flynn's gut, knocking the wind out of him, causing him to vomit up his breakfast, and then pass out.
That was exactly the HP that I had, by the way. 16.
Alright, well, Flynn is down. Oona, it's your turn.
Contemplating my options.
You probably want to stabilize Flynn.
Why I'm contemplating my options.
I'm alive for a round or two.
Do you have healing word?
I do not have healing word. I believe I'm pretty sure Rhodes is the only one with healing word. I've got
Okay, Rhodes' healing
Cure
word is a
wounds.
bonus action.
I
Just so
don't
you
have
remember.
healing words. All I have is
no?
cure wounds
Oh, yeah.
oh,
and lay on hands.
Flynn is alright for a round or two.
And, for
You-
later, you guys should take healing word because it's a bonus, and that saves lives.
It's not a bad idea. I would say that at this level, because you have so few spells, you need the efficiency of the proper Cure Wounds spell. But as you start getting extra spell slots, Healing Word is definitely a spell to take. Anyway,
I mean, yeah.
You don't have to heal me right now. I have the whole death saving throw spiel to go through.
Yeah, but the thing is, we might get into a situation where we can't stabilize you later, so...
also, the thing is focused on what's closest to it.
and Flynn's closest.
I thought you said it knocked me back.
That was for flavor. You're still
Okay.
You're still within easy reach of it.
Okay.
My return's coming up. I just leave it to me to heal.
Oona, whatever you want to do.
Okay, because I would have to move in range to heal him, and I do not have the health to do that. To be within range of this flaily monster thing.
Just attack. Someone else will get me.
Okay, fine. I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast it. Just
Okay. Roll your attack.
13.
That'll hit. Roll your damage.
9.
9. It is not long for this world. That blast hits it, and its jaw. It hits in the jaw, and the jaw actually comes off, and you see a partially decomposed tongue flailing out from what's left of its face.
Oh, I wish that had.
But it did, and so you have to deal with that. I hope that does not visit you in your dreams. Flynn, it's your turn. Roll a death save.
Okay.
That is a failure.
Nope.
Flynn, you have one death saving throw failure.
Yep.
Alezi, it's your turn.
She's gonna charge at this golem and try to get it down, finally.
Does the goat have anything that it can do? Or
I'm going to
do
say
I have to
that-
be or do I have to be conscious for that?
I'm going to say that you have the goat do its thing. Alezi is just having the worst day.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's a natural 1. let's do this. Oh dear. Roll a dexterity check.
Okay. A check?
Yes, just
Or
a check,
save?
not a save.
15.
All right. So you slip on a puddle of blood that is. It's either the creature's preservatives or Flynn's blood, possibly the vomit from where he got hit in the stomach. But anyway, you step in something that causes you to slip up, and your attack is ruined as you try to catch yourself. You don't go
There's
down. What?
A lot of visceral fluids in
Oh, yes.
this episode and the previous.
Yes. Combat tends to have visceral fluids in it.
Thanks for being lenient on that crit fail.
I mean, you rolled a 14 on the check. You rolled
Yeah.
a 15 total, so you're fine. If you had rolled below a 10, I would have said that you fall prone. But you managed your save, so you're okay.
So you want the goat to attack now? You want the goat
No.
to attack?
What? Okay. Oh, right. We skipped over the goat because you were saving her. Yeah, I'll let
Yeah.
the goat make one attack. You cannot have it push because you don't. It's just focusing
Yeah.
on an attack.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
10.
That will still hit.
Okay. 2d4 plus 3. 8.
All right. This time the goat's horn manages to clip it just right to rip a hole in its gut. So now intestines are flailing out, but it's not dead yet. Rhodes, it's your turn.
Okay. Shit. How much would it take me to get over to Flynn?
You can do it easily with your movement.
Alright. I just don't want to put myself where Flynn is. Flynn's in the danger zone.
I'll say that you can kind of take a circuitous route to get, to heal Flynn by, touching his ankle and just be outside of the golem's reach.
Okay, yeah, that works for me.
Okay, so Rhodes kind of keeps his distance from the golem, trying to move around the very edge of its reach, and reaches down to heal Flynn, I presume.
I'm
Roll
going to use... No,
Or
I'm going to use
Flynn.
lay on hands, because I'm saving spell slots.
Okay.
Trying to figure out, how many do I have? Oh, I still have all 15.
Yeah, you haven't
Nice.
done much healing yet.
Cool. I'm going to give him... I'm trying to see if there's a max that I can give someone in one turn.
You can pour it all in one action if you want.
I don't want to. I'm going to give him... 7.
Alright, so Flynn, you have 7 HP. You are conscious.
Okay.
Let's see if you're going to take a scar from that. You will not.
Nice.
Ah, boo.
I'm trying to imagine, too, what sort of, loving caress I did on his fucking... I refuse to say I kissed his ankle. That's...
It's covered in grossness, so...
Yeah. I drew a little heart with my finger on it.
Sure, let's go with that. A little shit heart.
Brief foot massage.
So yes, Rhodes traces a little heart with the fecal matter taking that one arm, and
Yep.
it is able to heal Flynn up.
Yep.
That
Things are
resets... That,
perfect here.
just in case, that resets my saving throws, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Now it is the golem's turn. It is going to attack the two most obvious threats right now, which are Alezi and the goat. Because Flynn is still down, and it's not clear that he's conscious. He did not take fire damage, so he does not have disadvantage this time. First attack against Alezi. 22. I presume that will hit.
It hits.
Then against the goat. 23.
Yes.
Okay,
And that
so
will probably kill the goat.
probably. So the golem seems to have gotten a second wind as its organs start hanging out. So first the hit against Alezi. Alezi takes 10 bludgeoning damage, which I believe will be halved to 5 because you are raging.
That is correct.
And then the goat takes 18.
It doesn't matter, it's dead.
Yeah, alright, so...
It had 2 HP, so
Okay.
whatever you rolled, it would have been done.
Alright, so yeah, the golem gets a hard slap against Alezi, but you block the worst of it with your shield, but the pain radiates up your arm, so it still hurts a little. And then it slams the goat down such that it collapses the thing's skull between its arm and the floor. And then the goat's body vanishes because that's how summoning spells work. Oona, it's your turn.
The goat definitely did its job, though.
Yeah, the goat was a good roll. The goat was MVP here, totally. Not actually MVP, but it did a lot.
Oh, I can't believe I've never picked up a torch. Bummer. All right.
I mean, there are so many ways to create light. Why would you ever need to?
I have dark vision. I didn't need it, and then I was just thinking. I was like, you always said I could never use prestidigitation to attack, but apparently I can use prestidigitation to light a torch, and then I don't know, give it to Alezi so she can hit him with it. I don't know, because I'm not quitting that clone. I'm just gonna do another. Yeah, I'll just do another Eldritch Blast.
Okay, that seems to be working so far.
Better than what I have been. An 8?
That will actually miss.
Oh, fuck me. Right.
So, between trying to... You have to not hit your friends, because that's an important thing to do. And perhaps overcompensating for past mistakes, your beam goes wide, trying to make sure you don't hit Alezi. So, no damage.
Okay. Is it a bonus action to use a healing potion?
Yes.
Or an action?
If you're using it on yourself, it is a bonus action to use a healing.
Okay, cool. Can I use one of my healing potions?
Yeah, go for it. It is a standard action to force it down someone else's throat.
Okay. I forgot how healing potions work. Hold on.
2d4 plus 2 a healing.
8.
Alright, you heal 8 HP. This is round 6, I think? Flynn, you are prone and conscious. The goat is gone. Alezi is struggling to keep the thing's attention, and you're a little delirious, but able to figure out what's going on and attack.
Okay, I'm gonna get up, and that's half my movement.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna take one attack and then disengage and back up.
Okay, take your attack.
8.
Wow, that will miss. So you're
Flynn's in a state.
Yeah, you're not quite back from the brink of death yet, and kind of your attack is sloppy, and then you back up so that you don't get clobbered again. Alezi, it has been a cavalcade of bullshit. You want to fix this?
I'm gonna try. She can think of nothing else other than just burying this battle axe into this thing's face right now. And that is a 24 to hit.
Roll your damage.
Damage?
That's not how damage works.
That's not how damage works. Hold on, sorry. 14.
Describe to me the manner in which you dispatch this creature.
Hell yeah.
She's in such a rage that she just holds her axe way up above her head and it comes slamming down into this creature's skull. Just caving it in one blow.
Alright, so you cave it in one blow. The thing is still moving. You strike again. This time it seems to keep, and it crumples to the ground, a mass of borrowed skin and muscle and preservatives.
Alezi's breathing heavy, just staring at this thing, but she seems no less angry than when it was alive.
We're out of initiative order.
Rhodes is gonna stand up, because I assumed he kneeled down to do this shit with the ankle.
Yes.
And he's going to start looking around at everyone to see if they're okay. Everyone alright?
Oona's gonna, kind of kneel down on the floor and scream into her hands.
I'll take that as a no.
I just need to sit down. I need to sit down.
How loud is Oona screaming?
I'm screaming into my hands like it's muffled. Ah!
Oh yeah, but that can still get pretty damn loud.
I will remind you that Flynn used a spell that is literally a thunder peal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just okay. I'm not thinking of other people.
Okay.
I'm thinking of Alezi still being enraged right now.
All right, cool. Well, I'll stop interfering with your roleplay.
This is a screw of frustration.
Okay.
So then Alezi definitely heard it.
Yeah, Alezi's just gonna turn her and go, "Shut the fuck up!"
And right about there's a sudden click, and then the sound of power moving, kind of another electric hum, and there's a flicker in the center of the room where that light fixture I mentioned before was, and then the light turns on, and the feeling of this light on your skin itches. Like there is something deeply wrong with this light as it filters through this strange purple glass. It's like everywhere you have exposed skin now itches uncontrollably. any wounds that you have that are exposed, that is on exposed skin, starts to burn, and the room lights up in this strange, contrasting light, basically a black light, but that's not the word that you guys would have for it. But it's just the colors suddenly become more vibrant. Anything that's a bright color seems to glow, and also you see on the walls areas where the purplish light seems to not affect sections of the wall, and you see drawings on the wall. These are drawings of various types of and sizes and shapes of eyes, all of them seeming to just stare straight through you.
I have a question for you, Doc.
Us all individually?
Like, everywhere you look, the eyes seem to be looking at you. What's up, Oona?
I was just asking, all of us think that they're looking at us. It's
Yes.
not like they're pinpointed on someone specific.
Somehow it seems like everyone you look at is pinpointed directly on you.
Okay.
And that applies to everyone, not just Alezi.
Rhodes starts sort of scratching himself, saying, "We need to go. We need to go. I don't like this. Let's leave. We need to leave now."
Oona, I think you were saying something?
Yeah, I had a question. Because thaumaturgy lets you flicker, brighten, dim, or change color for 1 minute on fire. Since your world doesn't use a lot of fire, it's all electrical lighting. Would that same thing still apply?
It's possible. You're not. Roll an Arcana check to see if you know what's going on.
Okay. Arcana.
Other people are welcome to attempt this as well, but I would say anybody who is not an arcane spellcaster would have disadvantage on them.
Yeah, please do, because I only got a 9.
Yeah, you don't
What
know
am I
what's going on.
I got a
I got a 4.
I got a specific in that this is a body thing, and Rhodes is really sensitive when it comes to the thing he's living in, and
Right.
he's not going to be in the state of mind to do it.
10
Alright.
from Flynn.
Flynn also does not know what's happening.
Okay. That didn't really answer my question, though, because
Alright,
this was a general
so
question.
you can try.
I'm going to do it anyway. I want to try and knock that light out.
Alright, so when you say knock that light out, what do you mean by, dimming it with thaumaturgy?
Yes. I mean, I could try prestidigitation, because that says I can knock out a light on that, too.
They're very similar spells. Anyway, whichever method you use, it does seem to dim the light, and by dimming that light, you definitely feel the itching effect on your skin lessen, but then you also get a chance to look out in the hallway through the slat in the door. The light's out there as well. There seem to be other lights within the hallway that led to this room.
Uh-oh.
Oh, indeed. Like this.
Let's get out of the jail cell at least that they can lock. Right now. Let's get out in the hallway. Everyone, come on.
Rhodes is going. He's going. He's going to find out real soon that the light's in the hallway, but he's trying to get out of it.
Are we all getting out of the jail cell that they can lock?
Rhodes
Yeah.
is already gone.
We're moving.
Alright, so you all move out into everybody moves out of the room with the flesh golem in it and moves into this hallway that you initially came down. There are more eyes painted on the walls and more sources of this strange purple light coming from very, very small fixtures that you would have had to look very closely to see, but there are dozens of them all throughout the hallway. And you see on the door that was straight from the ladder, more eye symbols, but the door straight from the ladder has a much more elaborate symbol with an eye that is gripped within a crudely drawn hand. You can't tell if it's a left or a right hand because the fingers are splayed out such that you can't tell which one's the thumb. But there it is a hand with an eye in the middle of it. I will ask everyone who is interested to roll religion checks.
I can do that.
Without disadvantage this time?
Yes. Actually,
Except
no.
for-
I will say I cannot think of a reason that Alezi would know of this that would not be contrived, so I will say Alezi does have disadvantage on this.
Alright, well she got a 9.
I only got an 8.
Flynn got 10.
Okay. What did Rhodes get?
Rhodes got a 20.
Alright. Everybody but Rhodes, Stefan. Alright, so, Rhodes.
Hello.
Hello. The general populace worships the nine gods of civilization. There are also the 3 gods of the sea, and then also some darker gods that are the more savage races, such as the ogres and the gnolls. But the general populace only knows of those 9 gods, and then there are the other gods that are more niche, that do exist but aren't as popularly worshipped.
Mhm.
And then there are the forgotten gods. Gods that came from before the 9 were a thing that was generally acknowledged in this world. And these gods existed, but preaching about that existence is considered heresy by the Church of the 9. So it's unclear how you know of this. Perhaps you stumbled upon a forbidden tome at some point and got knowledge that you're not supposed to have. But these elder gods, one of them you know of by the name of Vecna.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit. Motherfucker.
I love that reaction. I think Vecna is the only god that gets that reaction. So yes, Vecna, you have somehow, and you can fill that in on your own at some point, learned of Vecna, a god whose symbol is a left hand clutching an eyeball. He is the god of secrets, undeath, and power. And his cult is considered kill on sight.
Yeah,
he is
super bad news.
Yeah, he is like very much high priority. This cult must be eliminated, sort of thing. So, congratulations. Guess where you are?
In the headquarters of a base of the cult of Vecna. Motherfucker!
Do you have any questions before I bring the others in?
Yeah, can you list his domain again?
Secrets,
undead, and
undeath, and power.
Power. God.
And evil, but most gods are not going to claim evil as one of their explicit domains.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. Oh,
anything else?
No, this is gonna be fun, though.
This is the second time where the only thing I've had to do to elicit that exact kind of reaction from a player was to say Vecna. I love Vecna.
Vecna is one of the few D&D mythos that really does have that reaction.
Yes.
To Parth Kimono a bit, another play podcast, Critical Role, is going up against the final boss Vecna right now.
I listen to Critical Role. I don't particularly... I have some complaints, but he is still perfect final boss material.
Yeah. Upsetting.
Yes.
So I mean, that's not the only for Vecna. There's obviously his fucking Exodia body parts everywhere. But...
Yeah, exactly. Like, Vecna is a wonderful thing to bring into a setting, and so even though I've got a custom Pantheon, Vecna gets in, so gonna have some fun with that.
Rough. Okay, let's bring everyone else in. Oh God.
Hi.
Hi. Oh my God.
It's not like I just delivered some horrible news or anything like that.
Oh my God.
Alright, so everybody's back here. Rhodes is staring at that symbol on the wall with abject horror.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Listen, guys. I just want to say something right quick. Whatever is going on down here, it's huge. It's gigantic.
Shut up.
No, just stop. Just stop. Let me just say something.
No, you be quiet. You don't know where we are.
Well, tell us where we are.
I'm saying that we should leave and come back later. I'm probably more devoted than any of you to finding Grigon. You are all just in this for a paycheck. He's my friend, and I care about him, and I want to help him. But
yeah, we get it.
I don't
tell us where we
think
are.
that's going to happen right now. I think we need to leave, and we need to rest, and we know the way to go. If we want to come back, we should leave. We should come back another day. We can't do this right now.
Are you done?
Yes.
Rhodes is gonna sigh, and he's still feeling... The light's still on, right?
Yes, the light's still on, you're still getting itchy, the wounds are still burning.
So he's gonna clench his fists and scratch the back of his neck and say, how much do you guys know about gods?
Only a little.
So only the 9, then.
And some stuff I picked up growing up, but mostly just the 9.
This is a very bad place. This is a very bad place. We should have backup. We can't take this alone.
Let's leave, and we'll discuss that, not in the creepy hallway where we're all itching and in horrible pain.
Yeah, Rhodes is gonna nod and say, "Let's go. Let's leave right now."
Yep.
Leave.
So you head to the ladder and look up. There's no door.
Fuck.
It's gone. Like it's
By
just
the
a
9.
it's just a solid ceiling of stone bricks.
I throw my javelin at it.
Thump. It seems to be stone.
Rhodes is gonna start massaging his temples.
Are we still,
A whispered
Alright,
voice. A whispered voice comes from projects from behind the door with the symbol on it. Now, children. You only just came here. Please come in. I'm sure we have much to discuss.
Silence, demon!
Oh, you think I'm just a demon? That's funny.
Rhodes is gonna turn to the group. How much do you guys know about elder gods?
Jack shit.
And one of them knows. Oh, you poor soul.
Poor indeed, poor indeed. Elder gods aren't to be worshipped, are to be forgotten and laid to rest, and we have just walked into the cult of Vecna.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck indeed.
Flynn, the name Vecna has no meaning. I know it has meaning to the player, but to the character, you have no idea what that means.
what about Oona?
With the name said, Oona would recall some figure of tremendous power being mentioned by the name of Vecna in mythology, but the religion check you rolled before tells you what you know of him. So you just know that he was a big deal a long time ago.
I think Alezi knows exactly what she said. Jack shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just love the idea that Flynn's like, oh fuck, what does that mean?
The door with the symbol on it opens, and there is just pitch black on the other side. The voice resumes, "Please come in. You don't have anywhere else to go now, do you?"
Oh, damn. Is this our Lessie?
Rhodes is going to clench his fist and square his shoulders and say, I'm going in. This is personal now.
No one pick any unnecessary fights. We can't do it right now. Just be calm. Be as calm as you can.
If they wanted to kill us, they could kill us now. Or, I mean, they could have killed us already.
Well, I guess we have no choice then. Leslie's just gonna start walking. She's tired of them talking.
Rhodes is gonna, quick pace to keep up with her. He doesn't want to be separated.
Oona, goes running after him and is like, shit, fuck.
Flynn's gonna take up the rear, and he's kind of limping a little.
Okay.
Right, she's downing a health potion while she's walking.
Okay.
But she's walking very quickly.
The health potion is half as effective.
So 1d4?
Yes. 1d4 plus 1.
Okay.
Okay, so you down the potion, and you feel like something is preventing the healing from taking hold like it usually does. You still get something out of it, but your wounds are not closing like usual. You suspect it's the light.
Okay.
Alright, so the group is all advancing then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Leslie is in front.
Alright.
Well,
So-
Flynn is in back.
Okay, so the order is going to be Alezi, Rhodes, Oona, Flynn?
Yes.
Okay, so the group walk into this room, and you pass through this barrier of darkness that feels almost like for a moment you're pressing yourself through water as you go through this wall of semi-solid darkness. It's really, really cold as you go through. If you had any flames, they would be snuffed out, but it doesn't seem to be that way. I will mention that, Alezi, the light from your axe is still there, but it is being completely overwhelmed by the other light in the room.
Alright, so it's still glowing, but I can't see anything other than maybe my hand.
You can, the light is light. You can actually still see things, but it's all in this purple hue that is a little, that's off, and you can see a small glow from the light source at your axe, but it's not really providing any illumination beyond to the purple haze.
Okay.
So you enter this room, and on the floor, painted exactly like the strange symbols on the walls that were completely invisible before the purple haze came on, is a set of elaborate arcane runes. You would need several minutes to fully comprehend their meaning, even if you had the proper training. Inside this room are 4 figures. 2 of them are humanoids in tattered rags with you can't tell what color their skin would be because of the purple hue to everything, but it's some sort of dark, unhealthy-looking skin color, possibly blue, that is almost completely subsumed in the purple haze. And they are standing on in the corners of this room with they have elongated teeth and jagged, rotten-looking nails that look like they've been used in battle. They're kind of hunched over and looking at you all very eagerly. You see Gregon standing with his with chainmail armor on and his warhammer out, looking at the group coming in with a big frown on his face. Flynn would be the only one who would necessarily recognize him. The rest of you would have saw him through Flynn's illusions before, but just to reiterate, Gregon is kind of tall and kind of slim for a dwarf, but he's still obviously he has long black hair that is done up into a set of elaborate gray, and he is one of those rare dwarves that actually has trimmed his beard so that all he has is kind of a goatee that is very thick, very full, but by dwarven standards, absurdly short. And he carries a very elaborate set of chainmail that has decorated that in a way that suggests that it's more ceremonial than practical, and a warhammer that is decorated with all sorts of runes and sigils. And he is just looking at the group, looking very annoyed. And then finally, there is another figure who looks similar to the first 2 that I spoke of. The claws and elongated teeth, the unhealthy skin color. This one has pointed ears and appears to have hollow eye sockets that glow with a blue flame within them instead of actual eyes. He wears elaborate-looking robes that seem to that have eye symbols all over them, although you suspect that the same effect that causes the eye symbols to be invisible when they're not in this purple light is also displaying them on this robe. He clutches a staff with a skull mounted on the top of it. And the cultists are all on the other side of this room, which is about 30 feet by 30 feet with a vaulted ceiling and a door on the other side of the room that you don't know where it leads to. So the group of you all walk in, and the robed figure looks you over and smiles. Welcome to my humble abode. Gregon notes Flynn and immediately recognizes him. Lad, you shouldn't have come.
Hello, Gregon.
Hello, Flynn.
He doesn't know that name. He doesn't know that name.
Oh, I'm sorry. What name does he know?
Well, he knows Halathon, but whatever I was going to try to get him to not say that is all down the drain now. So he knows the name Halathon.
Hello, Halathon. It's been a long time. I wish under circumstances.
Halathon?
Hello, who?
I'm writing this down.
Of course he would have told you. Well, I suspect we'll have plenty of time to reacquaint ourselves with each other in the hereafter.
The what now?
The robed figure looks to Gregon and says, so you have history this... Well then, I suppose I'll leave it to you to determine his fate. I have a more important matter to take care of. Do have fun, and try not to damage the materials too badly. He vanishes.
Does anything in the room change when he leaves?
No.
You know, this is an awfully sloppy operation you've got going on here. You're obviously trying to keep it a secret, but the fact that we're even here, looking for you, Gregon, shows that you fucked up.
That I did. Here's the thing. Mistakes can be corrected. Roll initiative.
Oh no!
While we're rolling initiative, Docs, I want to know what Oona looks like in this purple light.
Very purple.
Yeah, she would be extra purple, like glowing purple. And her clothing is bright, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
It's glowing neon. Like Oona is very
She's a
obvious.
black light
right
painting.
now. Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
Actually, what does Rhodes' glow look like?
Yeah,
Yeah, Rhodes has bright white hair, too.
Scry us our entire party in this purple black.
Yeah.
Alezi probably looks pretty ugly, because olive with purple, that's no.
Alright. So give me your initiatives, everyone.
Alezi got a
11.
4.
What did I get?
4. Gregon. 8. Ghouls. 20.
Rhodes
11 for
14.
Flynn.
Okay, so both of you spoke at the same time, and I got neither of you.
11 for Flynn.
And Rhodes?
Oh, what was it? I already forgot.
14.
14 for Rhodes, and Oona.
6.
Alright, so, with the obvious signal from Gregon, the two ghouls immediately leaped forward, and, let's see, it was Alezi and Rhodes at the front, correct?
Yep.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
and I just realized that Alezi probably shouldn't have been as damaged as she was, because she has danger sense, and I should have been getting advantage on things.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
We'll you're gonna have to just take that this time, and,
Yeah, no, that was so on me. I
Yeah.
haven't played Barbarian in forever, so I just completely forgot that was
Well,
a thing.
we'll see if you get to play a barbarian next session. Alright, so the ghouls leap forward. One of them's going towards Alezi, and the other is going for Rhodes.
Oh, how could he? This face?
First one goes for a bite on Alezi and gets a natural 20.
Oh,
Of course it
God.
does. Of course.
We're gonna
Why
die
wouldn't it?
here.
Where are you
And
at now, by the
follows
way?
up with a claw on Alezi with a 10, which I'm sure does not hit.
It does not.
You're not raging yet.
I'm not.
20 piercing damage.
Jesus.
Okay, I have 2 hit points.
Alezi's taken off guard by the sudden ferocity of the ghoul as it bites straight into her neck. Blood goes everywhere. Next, the one attacking Rhodes.
Don't like that.
That will certainly not hit.
Oh, thank God.
That will certainly not hit. So, Rhodes' plate armor protects him as the beast runs forward and just bounces the sharp objects in his mouth and hands off of his armor. Rhodes, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm your boy about to bring out that channel divinity.
Good luck, because, guess what this black light is doing for him?
No! No!
So tell me what the channel divinity does.
Well, it depends on what I'm using, what
Go
I
for
want
it.
to channel. Whether I want to do Sacred Weapon or Turn the Unholy.
Alright, that's up to you.
I know, I'm looking. Do I want them to run away, or do I want them to...
It adds your charisma to attack rolls for one, I think.
Yeah, I just don't know how long I'll be standing for is the question. Looks like I'm gonna try and turn the unholy then.
Okay. So tell me what that does.
As an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer, censoring fiends and undead. Ghouls are undead, right?
Yes.
Using your channel divinity, each fiend or undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. The creature... Are they within 30 feet of me?
Yes. Like they're in melee.
So, wisdom saving throw. If it fails, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage. A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move into a space within 30 feet of you.
Alright.
It can't take reactions. For its action, it can
Well,
only use dash.
Let's see if they fail to save, which the black light gives them advantage on.
That's fucked up.
What is your saving throw DC?
I don't know. It's high. No, it's 13.
They both make their save because of the
I
black
wanted-
light.
We're all gonna die.
Is there only one blacklight, or is it just is there a bunch of little blacklights?
I would say that in this room, Oona can see that there is a single black light that is much brighter than the others that is in the center of the ceiling.
And there goes my channel to divinity, right?
Yeah. Yes, unfortunately. So, the holy symbol glows with a comforting light for a moment, but then it's as if the haze of negative energy in the room has a mind of its own, and it actually attacks this light and snuffs it out. but you can definitely tell this was the effect of the black light.
Yep.
Flynn, it's your turn.
Okay, Flynn is obviously looking straight at Gragon, and I'm just going to talk to him for a second, and I'm going to say, you realize, Gragon, that no matter what happens to this little group right here, you are fucked, dude, because people are out there looking for you, and I doubt that your boss, whoever the hell he is going to allow one of his lackeys to keep bringing attention like this.
You have no idea what you're messing with, lad.
You know what I think, Gragon?
You're really running to the end of what you can get from a single turn of talking.
Yeah, I'm just
the last.
I'm about to do it with. He's going to respond, and then I'm going to say something and do it.
Go for it.
So, you know what I think, Ragon? I think you need to lighten up, and I'll cast Tasha's hideous laughter on him.
Nice. All right. What's the save DC and type?
Wisdom DC 12. Probably not going to do anything.
He rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
He never laughs again.
He doesn't even crack a grin at it.
And I'm just standing there because Flynn doesn't care enough to heal or anything. He's pissed.
All right. Gragon just grips his hammer with both hands and puts the head on the floor and watches for his turn. Oona, it's your turn.
I want to try knocking that light out.
Okay. How are you going to do this?
When I tried it in the hallway, did I knock the light out or did you just dim it?
It just dimmed it. You get the impression that this is a stronger magic than what a cantrip is going to be able to handle. So your instinct might be to try and shatter it somehow.
Okay. I would like to hit it with... I'm going to try with a short bow.
Okay.
So I'm just regular attack?
Yep.
Okay.
I will point out that force damage is good at breaking things.
The only reason I wouldn't want to do that is because she said it was an elder god, right?
Yes.
Do I really want to use an eldritch blast on something that an elder god is powering?
Fair enough. Okay.
I told you to take shatter.
I don't think I get that till 5th level.
No, it's a lower level spell.
Anyway,
I take
so
it early on.
You only rolled a 6, but you're trying to hit a light fixture.
Yeah.
It's not hard to do. So I would have only said it missed on a natural 1. You do hit.
Yay. Do I break it?
Roll damage. Let's see.
5?
You don't break the light entirely, but you do note that so it's a light fixture in the middle of a kind of glass cage, and that purplish glass you saw before seems to be what causes this lighting effect, because as you hit the fixture, you don't damage the light source, but you do knock several panes of that purple glass away, and that causes normal light to flood into the room. And it's flooding in the general area where you guys are standing, and
Thank God.
yeah, the itching sensation that you were feeling immediately goes away.
Quick, everybody use healing potions.
I'm out of healing potions.
We're also in combat.
That's true. Can I?
You have a bonus action still.
I know I can't use a bonus action to heal, but can I use my bonus action to give Alezi a potion? Just hand it to her, and she can
I'll
do
let
whatever
you do
the fuck
that.
she wants with it.
Yeah,
Okay,
you can do that.
here you go.
Alright.
I have 1 healing potion on me left then. After I
Okay.
gave you that one.
Must be
That's
nice.
That's a perfectly good action. Alezi, it's your turn. I suggest you pull out all the fucking stops.
That is the problem, though. If I go down, does my rage cease, or is that for full combat?
I'm going to say the rage would cease.
Ooh. I only have 2 HP right now. I only have 1 rage left.
I will let you use your bonus action to do one thing, and then use your action to do another bonus action, such as drink the potion and then rage.
Okay, and... Alright, so she's going to drink the potion, which...
Heals
I will
normally
do
now.
this right now. 2d4.
Plus 2.
Oh,
That's unfortunate.
okay, sure. And, she will go into rage and also frenzy.
Okay, so, Alezi is pissed. Round 2.
That healing potion was lame.
Yeah. maybe some residual effect from the black light. It's unclear, but it didn't do that as much as it's supposed to. And now it is the ghouls' turn, and they are going to keep on their current targets.
She's probably going down right now.
Well, they don't have great rolls, so that's a 13, which I'm sure misses for the bite on Alezi, and here's the claw on Alezi, an 8. So, yeah, now that you're all pissed off and like fully in the fight, you're able to bring your shield to bear and completely ruin this thing's attacks. The other one is fighting Rhodes. So here's the bite on Rhodes. That is going to scrape off your armor. And here's the claw on Rhodes. That might not.
No, yeah, that's gonna hit.
What's your health at again?
My health's at 11.
Out of 24?
28.
28. I want to use cutting words to mitigate that damage.
That is an excellent idea. So roll them and
Hold on, I have to look up what cutting words is.
Are you mitigating the attack roll or the damage roll?
I actually don't know what Rhodes' armor class is. So
18.
If it's 18, you'd only have to knock 2 points down. So
3.
Go ahead and 3 points. So what? You've got a D8, don't you?
that's what I'm trying to check because I think it's a D6.
I think it's a D6.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, D6. That's only a 50-50. You might want to just take some damage off.
I'm going to give you 10 seconds to figure this out.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know I was going to use this today. This is my last one anyway.
It's okay.
I'd say take the damage.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take the damage off. I'm trying to find the thing for cutting words. What am I rolling for to see if it works? Is it just a D20?
No,
It's automatic. Yeah.
You automatically do the take off the damage, but how much damage is based on your inspiration die.
Yeah, so you just roll a D6.
Okay, that's what I was looking up.
Yeah.
D6 cutting words. And Oona just says, "Oh fuck no." 2.
All right, so Rhodes, you take 4 slashing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution save. It's a good thing that you are not in the black light, because if you were, this would be a disadvantage. All right, so...
That's a 7.
Yeah, that's a 7. Okay, well, this is going to suck.
A little bit.
Yeah, it will. It manages to find a small gap in your armor to sink a claw in, and as soon as you feel the claw penetrate skin, your muscles begin to seize up. You are paralyzed.
Oof.
So your muscles lock in place and you cannot move. So that'll be the end of the ghoul's turn. Rhodes, it is your turn. You may now repeat the saving throw.
Succeed.
If I ever needed a crit.
That is enough. So
Thank God.
you seize up for a moment, and it ruins your ability to attack this round. But you flex your muscles and break out of it, and are able to move freely now.
Just my ability to attack? Or to do anything?
To do anything. You are not able to do anything this round. Flynn,
Great.
it is your turn.
Rhodes, what'd you say this boss's name was? Fuckna or something? Fuckna?
Vecna.
Hey, Fuckna, you realize that your little buddy here is ruining your entire operation, right?
Vecna probably has bigger fish to
everyone
fry.
everyone is coming to look for this guy, and I couldn't care less what you're doing down in here in this shithole, but if you're trying to keep it hidden, he is fucking it up for you.
It's interesting how worms seem to think that gods would listen to.
Who said that? Wait.
That was Gregon.
Okay. I was like, you didn't attribute it to anyone? I'm like, you're getting kind of
Sorry.
doxed.
Alezi is going to yell, "Just shut the fuck up and attack these things!"
I'm gonna use my other spell slot to cast Charm a Person on Gregon.
Oh, Alezi hates Flynn right now. She fucking hates Flynn.
Actually,
And he has advantage on the save.
Rhodes is pretty upset with that too.
Wow.
Oh, tell me you failed.
He failed.
He did fail. He rolled a 1 and a 9, which gives him a total of 10, which is not enough. Gregon, you see doubt in his eyes for a moment. So, and it's his turn. Flynn, do you have a bonus action you're going to do?
Potion.
Yeah, I'll do the potion. I have 1 potion left. 5.
Alright, so Flynn heals up a bit, and now it is the charmed Gregon's turn. Let me look up Charmed Person
Wait,
real quick.
he is charmed?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he failed.
For an hour, For an hour,
Is that an hour?
yeah, it's duration 1 hour.
Oh, yeah, it is. I got that spell, too, though, so I was like, yeah. What level did you cast it at?
He only has level 1.
Level 1.
Oh, okay. And that was your last spell?
Yeah, that was my last.
It's pretty great when it works.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
most of the time it won't work. We were lucky this time. This is actually, I think, the first time I've seen it work on an in-combat person.
Yeah.
I had an entire fort siege where we snuck in through the tunnels, charmed all the important nobles, and just led them out in capes.
Nice.
Okay, so none of you can do harm to him.
That's fine.
Alright, do you say that out loud? 'Cause
No,
it's-
nobody touch Gregon. He's mine. I say it that
We're
way.
fucking attacking him, shit for brains.
Well,
Gregon?
here's the thing. Gregon wasn't attacking us. He was just
Yeah.
kind of standing there, so
Yeah.
I wasn't going to attack him anyway.
Yeah, Gregon
Well, Alezi
is obviously visibly hesitating.
But that's how I make that known.
He's gripping his hammer, loosening his grip, gripping it again. He's thinking very hard right now, and takes no actions on his turn. Oona, it's your turn.
Okay, I need an HP check from everybody who's got lowest HP right now.
I got a 7.
12.
So, Alezi. I'm gonna cast, Cure Wounds at a 2nd level.
Okay.
And
Roll
that...
'em.
Okay. So, at a higher level, because I haven't had to do this at a higher level before, when you cast a spell using a spell slot at the 2nd level or higher, the healing increases by 1d8 for each slot above first.
Yes.
So that's 2d8 plus my spell casting modifier.
That is correct.
You got 11.
Awesome.
Alright.
Okay.
Back to 15.
Indeed. So, now that the black light is no longer shining directly on the group, Oona is able to touch Alezi's shoulder and actually substantially heal her. You still have a bonus action.
What can I do on a bonus action?
Do you have any inspiration left?
No, I had to use it for my cutting words, and
Then
I
you're
used
probably
2 last
done.
time. Okay, then yeah, I got nothing.
You should have 5 uses of that, by the way.
No, I'm only a level 3. It only gives me 3, I thought.
I thought it was.
I get 5, it goes to 5.
Thought you
Because
also.
if I have it, I will use it.
Let me. This is important enough that I want to double check, as I thought that your charisma modifier was the deciding factor. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your charisma modifier. So you have it 5 times per long rest.
Oh, okay. Then yes, I would like to use my charisma.
Oh wait,
my
no.
charisma mod-
Wait, why did you roll a +5 on your cure wound?
Isn't that my spellcasting modifier?
It's
For my
your
charisma?
Your spellcasting modifier is just your charisma, so it's +3, not your spellcasting attack.
So I need to take 3 off.
You need to take 2 off.
2 off. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
That's fine.
it's an easy mistake to make. The spellcasting attack bonus is not the same thing as your spellcasting ability bonus.
Okay,
Your
yeah.
ability
So then
bonus
I was.
So you were
Okay.
correct.
Yeah, so I was correct about the 5. I just had.
You were correct about the inspiration and incorrect about the cure wounds. There we go.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, you're tapped out. Then that's Oona's turn. Alezi, your turn.
Alright, so we're going to attack this thing in front of Alezi. And even though she's healed, she doesn't look any less frustrated and angry, so she's going all out, and she's gonna take 2 swings, because she can now, because she went into a frenzy, so she
Go
can use
for
her
it.
bonus to attack.
Yes.
So that's a 17 and an 8.
1 hit, 1 miss.
Alright. And that is 8 damage.
All right. So you slice into the ghoul with your axe and get a big spray of black, foul-smelling blood sprayed over it.
Nice. I don't think she even registers it.
Probably not. All right. So that was Alezi's turn. Now we're on to round 3, and the ghouls start us off. They're gonna keep on keeping on. So here's the bite against Alezi. That's a 16 to hit.
Misses.
And here is the claw. Miss.
Miss.
And then another one against
Rhodes.
Rhodes. 5 for a bite. That's not going to do anything. And a 9 for a claw. That's also not going to do anything. So these ghouls are not the greatest combatants. Rhodes, it's your turn.
What do I have? I'm at 7. I need to heal, I think.
If you want to use this to attack, I'm going to heal you on my turn.
Yeah, I'd rather attack. So, I have a fun thing I'm gonna use.
I like fun things.
Oh wait, 1 spell slot. That's annoying. No, that's okay. I'm going to try and just straight up attack it, and if it hits, I'm going to use Divine Smite.
Excellent. Roll your
Yeah.
attack.
Mm,
That will miss. That's
Yeah.
only a 9.
fucking whiff.
Yeah, so the thing is more agile than it looks, and it sidesteps your sword strike.
I don't fucking have anything for a bonus action. Motherfucker! Yeah! That's all I got then.
Flynn, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to attack this round, but before I do, I shout to Grigon.
Oh, shit!
What?
I did something.
What do you got?
I've got Sanctuary.
Okay, if that's what you want to do, go for it.
Is that a bonus?
Yes.
One bonus action. Yeah, I'm gonna cast... Oh, if the warded creature makes an attack. Fuck, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's not a good move, I think.
Motherfucker, never mind. Fuck
Okay.
everything.
No.
Wait, Nope. I have Divine Favor.
Okay.
There we go. I'm casting Divine Favor as a bonus action. Until the spell ends, your weapon attacks deal an extra 1d4 radiant damage on a hit.
Excellent.
Cool.
So, the
Thank God.
divine light from this spell radiating from your sword actually does manage to penetrate partway through the haze of the black light that is still within the room. Flynn, now it is actually your turn.
Okay, Flynn will shout, Grigon, what the hell is going on? And then he's going to attack the one that's on Alezi.
Okay, roll your attack. That's an easy hit.
22.
So was furious typing.
15.
Alright, yep, that'll do it. You sweep up behind the ghoul while it is still focused on Alezi and slit its throat easily, and it drops to the ground.
Can I bonus action on the other one?
Sure. That hits.
26.
That's good.
Flynn is
26.
so mad right now.
Yeah, Flynn is in rage mode himself. So Flynn sweeps in and gets a good stab into this other ghoul's side. It's Gregon's turn now, and now that one of the ghouls has fallen, he steps forward, hefting his hammer, looking at Flynn and saying, "Lad, you could join us. Help me deal with this garbage," and he points to the others. Says, "And you can have a glorious place in our new world as well."
Flynn's not responding.
Alright. Well, with that, he shakes his head and moves to strike at Rhodes with his hammer.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Of course.
You're sitting there hesitating. I'm like, no, it's gonna be me. I know that.
We can't.
This is an intelligent fighter, and Rhodes appears to be the more damaged of you two.
Both physically and psychologically.
Indeed.
That's a nat 1, motherfucker.
That is a nat 1. Clearly the charm has his mind addled, and he's not fighting at his fullest. His focus is still on Flynn, and the hammer blow is completely half-assed. Now it is Oona's turn.
He doesn't get a penalty like dropping his weapon or anything?
No.
Okay, alright.
There's not enough viscera on the floor to really say that yet.
Yet. I'm going to do what I said I was going to do, and I'm just going to cast level 2 Cure Wounds on Rhodes.
Alright, roll it up.
I don't even
18?
have level 2 spells.
Oh wait, I did that wrong. Take 2 off. I'm sorry. I just upped it.
So 16.
Yeah.
You don't, paladins are half casters, so they get their spells half as quickly as the full casters. Bard is a full caster.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's 16 hit points to Rhodes as
What?
Oona
Hell yeah.
as Oona comes in a storm of healing energy.
Flynn, I got you next.
Was it healing Cure Wounds? What was it?
Yeah, it was
It was Cure Wounds. Yeah.
Is that a touch spell?
Yes.
But I don't have any level 2 spells left, so it's just going to be a level 1. You are aware.
Because Alezi and Rhodes are making up the front line, Oona's able to move behind you guys and stay relatively safe from the melee as she walks around peering.
I'm just trying to think of where on Rhodes is touchable right now. It's all poo.
I mean, perhaps Oona has to get over it and touch some poo for the team.
No, their heads are clean. I can totally jump and tap that.
And what? And do what?
Tap that head.
Moving
that's
swiftly
even worse.
on, it's Alezi's turn!
Worse.
Alezi, save us, please.
Okay, this is my turn. There's a ghoul still up.
There's a
Yes.
ghoul still up attacking Rhodes.
Rhodes.
And, Rhodes is about to be surrounded by the ghoul and Gregon.
Okay, so she's going to attack the ghoul.
Okay, go for it.
13?
That will hit.
And extra attack, misses.
No. There's enough of a melee that you're not able to swing freely between Oona behind you, Alezi and Flynn, or not Alezi and Flynn, Rhodes and Flynn attempting to attack this ghoul. Alezi doesn't have a good vector of attack, but she still manages to get kind of a reaching swipe at the ghoul's shoulder and do some damage.
Alright, and the damage is 8 again.
Alright. This ghoul is not looking great. He is bloodied. And now it is back up to that ghoul's turn. The ghoul shifts its position such that it has a full flanking position between itself and Gregon on Rhodes. So it's going to have advantage on these attacks.
I'm sorry, Rhodes. I tried.
That's fine. Oh,
Here's the
yes,
bite. That is a 16 to hit.
Nope.
Really?
18.
Alright.
I got a shield.
Indeed. And here is the claw.
Nah.
That's a little redundant. So the Rhodes' armor advantage is too much for it, and the thing can't get past all of the metal. Alright, so that's the ghoul's turn. Now it's Rhodes' turn.
I need to up my AC somehow, because our DPS melee has better
Rhodes
AC.
is not really DPS melee if he has a shield.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was supposed to be the tank, but I have...
I mean, you're still the tank by having damage resistance and much better HP.
That's true. But I just keep looking at my AC like, wah.
I really do think... I think very soon I'm going to change Rhodes to a spear. It just feels more natural.
We can make that happen. But for now, Rhodes is using a sword and shield.
Yep, definitely.
Anyway.
Speaking of sword, he's going to use it on the ghoul.
On the ghoul. Okay. Roll your attack.
Yep.
That's an easy hit.
Hell yeah. There's going to be some things here. How bad's the ghoul looking?
Very bad.
Okay.
He is bloody.
I was thinking about doing Divine Smite, but I already have...
You don't have any spell slots left, do you?
I mean, I cast 2.
Okay, then I don't know.
Wait. No, because Channel Divinity is not a spell.
Okay.
That's a resource. And I only cast 2. I cast
Okay,
Cure
so then you have 1 left.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm not going to use it, because I just hit something. I gotta roll damage. What's damage on that? I haven't hit anything with a sword in so fucking long. And then I gotta roll the other thing.
D4, I believe it was.
Yeah, I believe it was 1d4.
5.
Let me go verify that.
That is exactly enough. The sword pierces through the thing's chest, and the light from the divine favor shines out of its mouth as it screams and falls to dust.
Hell yeah.
Bonus action?
No, because it would only be spells, so.
Flynn, your turn.
I turn to Gregon, him being the only one left, and I say to him, Gregon, I'm only going to say this once. Someone important to me taught me a lesson very, very recently. He said, everyone deserves a second chance. Not everyone deserves a third. You come with us. Right now. Let's leave. Let's forget this Vecna business or whatever his name is. Come with us, and all will be forgiven and forgotten. I promise you, none of these people will hurt you.
Vecna does not forgive. He does not forget. And, he is not standing down.
I stab him.
Okay.
Or at least you try to stab him.
Yeah, you attempt to. Roll your attack.
Oh, you stab
him.
That does successfully stab him. 23, that will hit.
And people are around him, right?
Yes, you get sneak attack.
10.
Alright, 10 damage to Gregon. The charm spell, of course, immediately fades.
I'm sorry, Gregon. And then I use disengage to back up, and I say, fuck him up.
Alright, so you back away from melee, which is a good idea, because guess who Gregon was about to hit? That will be the end of your turn, then. Now it is Gregon's turn. Realizing the magic that was worked on him, he looks so angry. So angry that he's raging now.
No!
Fuck.
He is frenzied now.
No!
And he strikes twice at Rhodes.
I got some healing. Maybe okay.
That is a natural 20.
Uh-oh!
Oh
And
boy.
a 3. So,
Don't you mean a 10?
oh, okay, the dice was a 3, but it's still a 10 total, which is still not enough.
Yeah.
Time to roll some damage.
Sorry.
Oh, that was loud.
Fuck, that was funny. That's the damage tune. Do, you're going to die.
Here's some slashing damage for you, Rhodes. 19.
Thanks, I hate it.
That was the only attack that hit. So yes. So he gets so he screams in rage and then slashes straight across your chest. The armor deflects it from being a deadly blow, but the armor is badly dented from this and causes you to stagger a bit, and it really hurts. His second blow you parry with your shield. And now it is Oona's turn.
I'm going to heal Flynn.
Rhodes probably needs it more than I do right now.
Rhodes is gonna have to wait his damn turn. Yeah, so going to do that. And now it's correct, so it's just 6 anyway.
It's 1d8, not 1d6.
What the fuck did I do? Alright, hold on. Okay, it's Ted.
Yes, that is correct.
Thank you.
Alright.
You're welcome.
Any bonus action? You're tapped out.
Yeah, I have nothing.
Alezi,
And I'm about to be out of slots too.
Slow slots? Alezi,
Yeah.
your turn.
Rosie just keeps on attacking. She's got nothing else on her mind than hitting things. That is a 17 and a 21.
Miss hit.
Oh, he has a 7.
Oh, dang.
Higher than a 17. Well, he has a barbarian. Is he wearing armor?
He's wearing chainmail armor that looks to be mostly ceremonial.
Okay.
It's definitely meant to be more decorative, but he would still get the barbarian bonus.
Okay.
It's not heavy enough to actually impede.
I keep rolling 1s and 2s.
Yeah, you're not. Creo, our dice bot, does not like you tonight. So
He didn't like Leslie last night either.
yeah, he just doesn't like you, I think.
God,
Anyway,
well, he likes me when I'm Rav. He doesn't like Alezi.
well, maybe Alezi should be more like Rav then. Anyway, that is so you get a glancing blow. It's not a big deal to Gorgon. Like he just shrugs it off. And now it is Rhodes' turn.
Oh boy. Should I heal myself or? No, I'm not going to because I want to make sure I can milk this divine favor for as long as I can. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack them.
Okay, roll them. That will hit.
Thank God.
Yeah. All right.
I love that this is also getting halved.
Yeah. The
What's
radiant. The radiant.
The Radiant isn't, but everything else is.
He's a barbarian, and while he's raging, he is resistant to physical damage.
Same. Good to know.
That's why barbarians are such good tanks.
Exactly. All right. So, anything else from Rhodes?
No.
All right, Flynn, it's your turn.
All right. Flynn is basically completely out of magic at this moment, so he just has to attack. So he's going up and doing one attack.
All
We
right.
have a long battle on our hands because everyone's out of magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 1 left and some lay on hands.
Well, I mean, can you damage him with the magic?
Yeah, with divine smite.
Yeah.
Anyway, roll your attack. That will
Nope.
miss. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
He brings up his arm, and you see that he has got a pair of bracers on that look a lot more substantial than this wimpy-looking chainmail, and your short sword glances off the bracer.
All right. I was planning to disengage, but I want to get one attack in, so I'm going to try again with my bonus.
Okay, roll it.
Nope.
Same deal. He's just he's just knocking away your blades with his bracer, and now it is his turn, and so he is going to direct his rage at the person who fucking charmed him, and he is completely disregarding his own safety at this point, throwing himself fully into his offense. This is a reckless attack. That will be a 24.
Yep.
And I'm going to go ahead and roll his damage.
We have advantage on attacks
Yes.
for this round.
You
right?
take 13 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Are you still up?
Yeah.
All right. Well, he's going.
Because Oona just healed me almost up to full.
Oh, nice. Well, he's still very, very pissed at you, Flynn. That is a 22 to hit for another 15 damage.
Now I'm down.
Okay. So, smash, smash. One hit to the gut, and then one hit to the face, and Flynn goes sprawling to the ground. Oona, it's your turn.
Okay, so I have one spell left, and I can use it for healing, or I can use it to attack him, and,
Are you looking to us to make the call for you?
well, no, I'm trying to figure out, because I'm like, if this thing has like, if it has a long-term effect, then I'm definitely going to use it regardless, but I think I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna
Talking
get,
about Dissonant Whispers?
yeah, because that's probably the best magical attack I have right now.
Yeah, it is, by a long shot.
Yeah, and I haven't gotten to use it at all, and I really wanted to, but then Flynn fell. I'm so sad now.
Hey, you can use it. You still have a health potion.
That's true.
And Rhodes still has a little lay on hands.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, screw that. I'm going to attack him with Dissonant Whispers.
Roll it. Oh, wait, no, he rolls it. What is your save DC? Give me a second to check what Rage does for...
I think...
I have it right here.
Now, does it give you any advantage against wisdom saves? I know it used to.
No.
Okay.
It's just bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage, and +2 on strength-based.
Used to being enraged would make you resistant to enchantment effects, but if that's no longer the case, then he fails that save. So now you roll the damage, and he's going to have to run away from you.
Cool.
And when he runs, he will provoke attacks of opportunity.
Nice.
Does he get one from both Alezi and Rhodes?
Yes.
Awesome. And we get advantage.
Yep. Roll your damage first, Oona.
Okay, it's just the 3d6. Okay.
Yes. And it is psychic, so he is not resistant. Even Bear Totem
14.
is not resistant to this. Okay. That really, like, whatever your dissonant whispers are to him, possibly something about the impending wrath of Vecna really, really gets to him. He suddenly, like, his screaming rage turns into, for a moment, just plain old screaming as he flees from Oona. And Alezi and Rhodes get an opening to slice into him.
Does Divine Favor apply to this too?
That's a
Yes.
22 to hit,
Easy hit.
and that's 12 damage.
Alright. Alezi gets a good hit in as he flees.
13.
You have advantage.
Oh, haha. Jokes. Nah.
No good. He runs so quickly that Rhodes is not actually able to properly take advantage of it, and his sword swing falls just short. But Alezi gets a good hit in on his shoulder as he flees. And now it's Alezi's turn.
Alright, so he just has to keep running, right?
Yeah, he's basically, like, run up against the wall of the room and is kind of pressed up against it in fear. He is in the area that is still covered in black light.
Okay, she's not going to go over there. I think she has a moment of clarity through her frenzy where she sees the black light and she says, "No, that's not good." So she's going to actually hold her turn.
Okay, hold your action. Very well. What are you holding your action for, or are you going to just reduce your initiative?
I'm just going to reduce the initiative to see what my companions are doing first.
Okay. Then top of the round, it is time for Rhodes.
I think I'm gonna throw a javelin at him.
What
Okay.
about me?
Flynn's still down?
Flynn's still unconscious.
Oh, motherfucker.
That's kind of why I held.
But I want to make this other guy unconscious.
I mean,
You have like 3
your
turns.
javelin's not going to do much to him.
Alright, fine.
Wow.
I know.
Rhodes got the bloodlust.
I
This is
really
me
do
wanting
not.
to have
Alezi-
this guy not be up.
Alezi does not care whether Flynn lives or dies at this point, but I kind of do.
No, I'm gonna save him. I'm just saying, like, at minimum, he's got 3 rounds before I have to really.
Yeah.
Or 2, I guess.
How long does Dissonant Whispers last?
Yeah,
It's an instant thing. There is no more lingering effect.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I was like, oh, I don't know.
It got a couple of attacks in plus the damage. Like I think that was a much better use of the spell than healing.
Yeah.
Does this guy have any ranged weapons on him that we can see?
You don't see any, no.
Oh, problem 2 is Divine Favor is concentration.
You can still cast a spell that while you're concentrating, just as long as it's not another concentration.
Cool. Alright, I'm gonna lean down and give 4 health to Flynn through Lay on Hands.
Thank you.
If I have to, let's check for scars.
Scars.
That will leave a scar.
Hell yeah.
Scar buddies!
I actually was kind of hoping that would, because Flynn wants to remember this.
Flynn will remember this.
So, the hammer blow to his face gave him a cut on his cheek that's going to leave a gnarly looking scar. Flynn is officially anime as fuck.
Yeah!
I mean, he was before.
He was pretty anime, but anyway. Alright, so that's Rhodes' turn, I believe?
Yep.
Alright. Flynn, you wake up on the floor. Again.
I'm sure I have to look around to see what's going on.
Yeah. Something has apparently freaked Gregon out for a moment, and he is kind of pressed up against the wall in fear, but the fear seems to be draining from him and becoming rage again very quickly.
Okay. I'm definitely not going over there alone.
Well, and the black light is still on him.
Yeah.
Is he getting any kind of advantage from the black light?
You can't tell.
It gives us disadvantage, so
Yeah, that's why I was just checking.
that's an advantage for him.
He does appear to still be alive.
It's really unclear whether or not the black light does that.
I mean, Alezi just looks like she's waiting for that light to go out. She wants to attack.
I'm gonna stand up and then back up to the back of the crew and then hold my attack for if he charges.
Okay. In that case,
Yep.
it is...
I was gonna say, don't you have a ranged attack, Flynn,
Yeah, but...
that you could use to take out the rest of that black light?
Oh, the black light. Yeah, I could do that.
Thank
not a
you.
bad
I was like, hint.
I wasn't thinking about that one. So yeah, I'll crossbow attack the black light.
Okay, what are you using to do it?
My crossbow.
Great. Okay. Roll your attack.
I'm glad, because then it was gonna be me, and I was like, oh, I wanted to. All right.
That's a hit. Roll your damage.
Okay. 5.
Okay. So between the damage that Oona did before and this extra hit, there's only a few slivers of the black light remaining. It doesn't seem like it's enough to really be affecting the fight any further. The bolt hits the glass and shatters it, and it is definitely the glass that is causing this effect. Beneath the glass was just a mundane glowstone.
As soon as the light lifts off of Gregon, Alezi roars, and she's going to rush in to attack.
Okay. I will move your initiative to right after Flynn.
Alright.
You have advantage. That'll hit.
Okay, and I'll go ahead and roll my... Okay.
22.
That's
Two
also a
hits.
hit. Yay! So here's the first damage, 14. And
Okay.
second damage, 8.
Alright. He is very badly wounded at this point.
Good.
Yeah, he doesn't have much left, as you slam twice into him with your axe. There is blood everywhere now.
Good.
But now it is Gregon's turn. He appears to have fully given himself to the rage, as he strikes twice recklessly against Alezi, the only one who's close.
Alright.
That is a 24 for the first attack,
Okay,
and a 20 for the second.
shield.
Shield the
She's
second.
using shield.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So the shield will make it so the second attack misses. So you'll take 15 bludgeoning damage, which you of course reduce. So the first attack hits home, but even through your rage, casting the shield spell is still a pretty simple thing. It's basically a burst of arcane energy to push back the attack, and you were able to hold out your hand and release the burst of energy and ruin his second attack.
Is that 7 or 8 damage?
That we round down.
Okay.
So 7. Now it is Una's turn.
I want to use Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Thought you were out of magic.
I have cantrips.
Cantrips never run out.
Yes, I have
I didn't know
cantrips
that was
forever. Yep, cantrips forever and ever,
Roll
and that's
your
why
attack.
I use it. Okay, this time I do the +5, right?
Yes, it's a +5.
Alright. It's 11.
Nope. Those bracers seem to be pretty effective against magic. He holds his arm up and deflects the beam as it comes towards him. It has no effect. Rhodes, it is now your turn.
Can I get to him and attack?
Yes. The
All
room
right,
is big enough that you can cross it with one movement, actually.
I mean, small enough.
That's substitute what I said for what I meant.
Sounds good. Ah,
You
motherfucker.
have advantage.
Oh,
Oh,
I
and
do.
so does Oona. I'm sorry. So, Oona, roll your spell attack again first.
Yay!
That-
21.
That will hit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll your attack, your advantage attack for Rhodes, and Oona, roll your damage.
So no, I'm not
So,
hitting him.
yeah, that's not gonna work.
There's poop in my grip, and it's making my sword slippery.
9.
Oona, describe to me the manner in which you dispatch this foe.
Okay, so my attack didn't even happen. Rhodes took a step to go that way, and he's gone.
With spells, can you say whether or not you kill someone or if you used unlethal damage?
Yeah.
When I say dispatch, presume that can be non-lethally.
I just wanted to tell Renee, because she's never played before.
That's a fair point.
You can say that you did not kill him if you want to.
Is this you hinting at me to not kill him?
That
I
is
mean, we get more money if he's alive.
Yeah, that was my thinking too. Like,
Oona, do what you would do, but you're not raging or anything, and you have the least personal stakes in this combat.
Yeah.
So
I
it is
mean,
entirely
that was a big hint, and also it's Flynn's buddy. But you can do whatever you want.
He's not Flynn's buddy anymore. But another hint. We have no way out of here without him.
Okay, I would like to non-lethally knock him out, but I want it, because I know you said it's force damage, and so force damage doesn't knock anybody back, but I want him to feel like the force, like he's getting slammed into a wall, but he's just like, oof, and then
he feels the force.
Yes, he feels the force.
Yes. Okay, so
the force will be with you always.
well, not so much this guy because it's taking him out. But anyway, so you send the blast from your hand as usual, and it strikes him directly in the gut, and all of the air is forced out of his lungs, and you see the lights dim in his eyes as he slowly falls over.
Okay,
He is still breathing.
Alezi's going to take a deep breath. She's going to check that he's breathing first, because he's in chainmail, so she wouldn't really know. And she's immediately going to start tying him up with the rope she has.
Thank goodness.
Just to keep him bound in case he wakes up.
Okay, so he's bound up. All right, so yeah, let's call that a game. So there we go. Congratulations, you've survived your first dungeon crawl.
Woo!
Yay.
Okay, first dungeon crawl as a whole team. Second dungeon crawl for the game. 'Cause, like, yeah,
We lived. Let's go with that.
Yeah, that's the important part.
Yeah.
There was a moment I was getting salty. I was just like, I can't believe Alezi's gonna die like this.
There was a moment in that last battle where I was like, fights we're supposed to lose. This is one of those ones where we black out and end up like in the next part of the plot.
I
No.
will never do that to you. However,
no.
there will be fights where you cannot win if you fuck up. This was never meant to be one of them. The flesh
It's not
golem,
blackout fights.
yeah, the flesh golem. I was trying to give you a hint to use the chemicals on it. The chemicals would have made that fight much.
No, we're too dumb.
Yeah,
By the way, I know everyone was mad at me when I did it at the time, but Charm Person was really the only thing I had because.
Oh no! I wasn't mad out of character. In
Yeah,
character,
like-
it's just like
I totally understand. Alezi does not.
yeah. Rhodes is super uncomfortable with that.
Oona was like, oh, that's smart.
Alezi and Rhodes were getting attacked, and it looked like Flynn was ignoring them, and also he had just caused her a great amount of damage in the last fight. Alezi does not like Flynn.
yeah.
We were doing so well.
Here's the thing about Charm Person. It only makes him friends with Flynn.
Yeah.
So I was going to have him join the fight in the second round, but I was like, Charm Person will give him enough to hesitate for another round, and then he just won't target. Was how I was going to answer.
Okay. Was there any time during this fight that you felt like were going to die?
I was concerned, which is why I had you fight Ragon rather than the Ghast.
Okay.
The original fight was going to be the guy in the robes, and Ragon went on, no problem. But it's like, no, Ragon is not the dangerous one of these two, so I had the gas.
And we all appreciate that.
Flea is a generous word for us.
I mean, if I had had the ghast, who might be more than just a ghast, hint, fighting that, you would have died, 100%. Yep. So it's like, last minute substitution, I did have a sheet ready for Gragon, and then I realized as I was going, it's like, shit, I described him as wearing armor in Barbarians, I messed up. So that armor suddenly became ceremony.
Yeah, that's how it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I apologize for that. I legit fucked up there.
Man, you guys, I almost wish you'd been there when, no, I don't wish you'd been there because it was so nice to talk one-on-one. But the moment he said the word Vecna,
oh, that was the
should have heard me. I was
reaction.
sitting there
I was
like,
so happy.
motherfucker, holy fucking shit, god fucking damn it.
I was so happy with that reaction. That was perfect.
You guys gotta listen in the recording. It was so nice.
Yes. And the thing is, this is the second time in my games that I've brought up that I've had this general idea of a Vecna cult that has a black light hiding symbols in one of my games. I got the almost exact same reaction from the player, the one player who knew that it was Vecna. It's like at the time I was still using the default D&D Pantheon, so they found this room with a whole bunch of eyes everywhere, and I tell him, so you make enough of a religion check that you know of two deities for whom eyes feature greatly in their symbols.
I think you've told us this story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, one of them is Grumsh, and this doesn't seem like his... Grumsh, sorry. One of them is Grumsh, and this does not seem like his deal. And the other one is Vecna, and immediately, in character, that guy goes, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and wants to flee. So, yeah.
Yeah, same. There are bees here, let's leave immediately.
Bees!
Yeah, so I'm very pleased with how that went down. I'm so glad someone managed the check.
It's really interesting, too, because at one point, just improvising, I said, it's personal, and I have ideas.
Yeah, and I want you to pursue those ideas.
Yeah, I messaged you halfway through.
Yes, and we'll talk. I love the way that this is going.
Yeah, it's a really fortuitous thing to happen. Yes. Man, though. Sorry, there's a moment there that's really funny to no one but me. I'm like, let's leave, and then I see the ladder's blocked up, and I just take a javelin and throw it at it.
Really wants to leave.
If I will it open, maybe it will open. I got dark. Honestly, this was bad in a different way than having to fucking brand myself to the dude, but bad in a good way, I'd say. Branding myself and owing a favor to that guy was just skeevy. This is like bad in a interesting and uncomfortable way.
I have plans for that brand that are going to be interesting. They're only half formed at this point, but it's going to be interesting. So yeah, that was an intense set of fights, and I definitely needed to change things last minute because the flesh golem was a whole lot more effective than I expected him.
I mean, that happens often as a DM.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be able to improvise, and fortunately I had...
Oh no, I was gonna say, I remember one campaign, my DM really likes holdout fights where waves come and you have to survive till a certain point. Mm-hmm. And we had an AT-ST that was supposed to be taken out by the rescue squadron coming in. But we were doing so well that he's just like, let me just see where this goes. And it has this like fucking like little ants trying to scale this thing and take it over, which we did, but yeah. One of those things.
Yeah.
Players always surprise you.
Yeah, you can make plans, but if you expect to stick to them, you have some things to learn about DM.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God for that goat, though, right, guys?
I mean, I guess. I just like the image of a goat, because goats are inherently funny animals.
Well, the goat did soak some damage, so it was a perfectly worthwhile use of the item.
Yeah, no, I think that was
Okay, so you said you wanted us to use the chemicals. I'm so glad that they didn't, because with Alezi's luck...
Oh, yeah.
That was a bad move for Alezi.
Yeah, the dice turned against Alezi really bad there, and it wasn't even Alezi's dice the whole time. Other people's dice turned against Alezi.
I hope you're ready for Oona to cry on Alezi because she feels so bad.
I hope you're ready for Alezi to shove her and go, it's off.
No, I did pick up on what you were selling, but I was like, oh no, maybe they can push it to the table, and I was like, or I could throw it at them, and I was like, with my luck, I'll fucking miss. Because after I threw that alchemist fire, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking miss if I try and throw that burner at them. I just know it. It's like, fuck.
Yeah. Man, I'm sitting here imagining what the party must look like right now. Like, Flynn is been unconscious twice. Alezi's been set on fire. Una's probably fine.
I mean, like, Alezi's gonna have to get some work done probably and get checked out because she's covered in grossness and she's got cuts.
And also, Flynn started this day with not a good night's rest.
Yeah, you still have exhaustion. I forgot that.
I mean, this is the usual way of a D&D game. The adventurers go into the dungeon and are panicking and screaming and completely in disarray the entire time, but they succeed, and then the bard goes out and makes them sound like heroes in the song.
We'll see.
I do have to say, of all the people, though, Rhodes is covered in shit, has his armor fucking eviscerated. What else? There's some other things, if I remember.
Everybody got shocked.
Oh, yeah. No, that was just me and Oona.
No, everyone.
Yeah, I thought everybody
shocked.
else got out of the way.
No, we got shocked. We just took half damage.
Yeah,
Half damage. There it is.
Yeah, Una's hair is probably nice and frizzy at the moment.
Yeah, just no good. Oh, so he's gonna come back. This is his weekend off. This is Rhodes' weekend off. He's gonna come back to work the next day, like, still trying to get shit out from underneath his fingernails with a brand on. You know what? Actually, I was glad for this whole thing, because it's gonna put the brand in perspective. Like, I owe a favor to a kind of skeevy guy, but at least I survived the death cult.
That's a tweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was fun. I enjoyed this one a lot. And I'm very excited about what's going on next time. So I've got some ideas.
Is it beach vacation? Is it a massage?
I mean, there are no beaches around. But if
Alezi
you want,
could use a massage.
if you want a massage, it's possible.
You're gonna go hire one of the whores to give her a massage.
No, I'm pretty sure my friends at the temple know how to give a
It's incredible how the timing where you cut out.
f-
Because all I heard was give a.
That's so good. No,
that
I
was
said,
perfect. I suspect we know what you said, but we're going to leave that out anyway because it was just perfect.
well, I'll just...
I'll just say to that.
Especially people make
Alezi
them
does
feeling
not
good
want to go to a temple.
territory of the lover.
Alezi does not want to go to a temple.
You don't have to go. This is for me. I'm going home. When he goes
Fuck
back
you
to work,
guys, I'm going home.
my mom says I have to go home immediately. No, just, thankfully this is probably covered under temple perks. Just like, hey buddy, can you work out the knots in my back? What are you giggling about?
Anything else you would like worked out while you're shirtless?
Wait, only shirtless? Like, how do you work out? Like, I'll pinch your nipples?
The idea was let's continue removing clothing because it's the temple of the lover, and that's a thing they do.
Oh, is it?
Love, yeah.
I actually do need to wrap this up.
All right. I mean, but getting on to one of the lover's domains is sex. So,
Yeah.
That's not like the lover and her clergy are not sex workers, but they're also certainly not prudes, if you understand. So, like, if that's something that Rhodes is interested in, he would have an easy time getting it.
They're a little more casual about, connecting sex and romance?
Yes, they are entirely casual about sex when the situation calls for it.
The situation calls for it. What? Like,
As
we
in,
fuck or we die?
They have demystified the idea of sex as a recreational activity. Does that make sense?
Yes, but
Okay.
we'll talk more later.
Yes, of course. We should wrap up so Scott can go. So, Scott, you seem to be ready to go, so let's go ahead and get yours done.
Okay, I'm Scott. I'm Squirrel Bro in a lot of places. I've, as always, got my webcomic, betweenthelines.comic.com, and my Patreon at patreon.com/squirrelbro.
Totally sounded like you said between the loins.
Okay. Now...
You need to get your head out of the gutter.
Yeah, that's your fault.
I wish I could get out of the gutter, but we're stuck in the fucking well.
Red, tell people about your stuff.
I don't know. My Twitter is Red of the Wolves, and I haven't been using my Tumblr a lot recently because school started. Can I plug something that I didn't do? I just want to, shout out to?
Sure.
I want to plug Good Omens by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett, because I picked it up again, and if you haven't read it, you are probably missing one of the best books you can read, in my opinion.
I might pick that up.
It is my favorite book of all time, hands down. If you like Hitchhiker's Guide, it's the same humor, but in a more biblical setting.
Oh, that is high praise. I will have that. Mm-hmm. And I just realized that I let my mic slip completely off my head, so my volume levels are going to be super fucked. Anyway, that's something I'll deal with while I'm editing this. KQ, tell us about your stuff.
I'm KQ. It was a pleasure playing Alezi the Barbarian this evening. I have Patreon, where I post all my art and nice things. Patreon.com/KQD. I also do some stuff on YouTube and some other various websites, and you can find all of those links in the description below.
Excellent. And, let's see, we haven't done Renee. So, Renee, do yours. Get your head out of the gutter, Red. That one is totally your fault.
That wasn't me laughing. What are you talking about?
That sounded like you were. Okay,
I'm
now...
a good girl.
You're just so used to it not being Renee.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere. I'm so... Renee, save us!
I can't, I started it. So I've been Renee. It was a pleasure playing this evening. You guys can find me on Patreon, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr. God, if there's a social media, I probably have it. Links are going to be down below. Definitely check me out. And that was it.
Excellent. And I am Proven Paradox. I have a Twitter at Proven Paradox. That's all I've got because I'm an antisocial bastard. We would like it if you would like, comment, subscribe, and all of that into this video here on YouTube, and eventually it might be elsewhere. We also have a Twitter at Bag of Bastards. We would love it if you would follow us and talk to us there. That is mostly Renee's doing, I believe.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you so much, because I would be terrible at that. Did I miss anything?
I
No.
don't think so.
Alright, cool. So, it's been fun. This has been a glorious train wreck, and I hope the next session is equally fun. Thank you very much for listening. Players, thank you for playing, and we'll talk to you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.